All right. Anyway, we'll start it up and we'll wait till people get in the room, see if they'll come over. Let me see. Let me go ahead and look at this and see if I am live. Let me see what's happening. Here we are. Got 9 watching, supposedly. Yeah. Nope, it's not showing up yet. Big Lulu. Big Lou, what's up? Now, we just had a discussion over on Art's channel, New Styles channel. And is when Maggles come in, it gets out of hand because they have a axe to grind. Let me email you, Art, before we get the whole crew in. Let me put it in. I'm gonna put it into the to our hangout. Hold on. And anybody else that was on Art's thing, you can email me. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the hangout. I just put it in your hangout, Art, and I'll wait for you to come up. Albert, email me, Albert. All right. That's exhausting, man.
You know what? That brings me back to your old video, BGS.
What's that?
You must value your light and your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no clue what this dude was on, man.
And he had an axe to grind with brothers talking bad about female. That's SYSBM, like all these other motherfuckers. And I'm getting tired of it. I really am.
Yeah. And
I don't understand why Art and Style doesn't rein these people in that cause that much argument on his channel.
I have no idea. I mean, I know he has a point to come across, but the thing is that it's not that he had a point to make. Okay. The thing is that how he wants the tactics that he uses, like in cutting people off, going on long diatribes. He calls himself being disrespectful, but intentionally being disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think what see that, and I told Art this before. It's like when you have those people come on your panel and they're being disruptive, you're gonna have to bring them down. You're gonna have to like rein them in, and you're gonna have to manage your platform, because if you don't manage, then those people realize that, and then that's when they go just run them up. That's the reason why me and Artisan and Albert left last Tuesday, because Preem was up there and he was starting his shit, and we just said, you know, we're tired of this. You know,
in the old hangouts, you either kick them and they couldn't return, or you had to let them run. So you had to give them a lot more rope before you actually before you boot them.
Yeah,
and you know, so but with StreamYards, you can kick them, but it also you can actually just bring them down to where they're not disruptive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to bring these people down if they don't stop with their bullshit.
And go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I've never seen him had to end the stream like that.
The thing is, he could have brought everybody down and had everybody cool off.
Yeah.
and that's what I was trying to, and you know, that's what I was trying to tell dude. I said, dude, you know, I said, you respect Art, you want to be on this panel, and I said, from here on out, man, to keep disruption down, man, you're gonna have to come in and kind of adhere to the panel. Okay, if you have a disagreement, there's a way to disagree. Yeah. And he basically he didn't care.
No, and that's the problem, because he knows he can go on his tangent on Art's New Styles channel, because
and that's the problem, and a lot of other people see that.
Mm-hmm. And that hurts his channel, and I don't want his channel to be hurt by it, but he needs to manage it a little bit better.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I jumped on is because of trying to squash this dude. I said, you saying disrespectful shit. Nobody's saying anything. Let me jump in, try to bring some sense in. Then he wants to overtalk me,
Yeah,
and then start that tactic like calling names and all that. Come on, man.
yeah. That's what I got on because I was like, okay, this is getting stupid. Because I needed to say something because I watched the replay and like he's the first one to say something about SYSB. I'm not smooth.
I know he did because he has an axe to grind. And
Yeah.
he talks about he actually said what he meant because he's tired of black men complaining. Can't you say it nicer? That's why I jumped in.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't have to say it nicer. This is a male space.
Yep.
Hey, Kendra, what's going on, babe?
What's up, Kendra?
No, you didn't miss anything. This was on Art's channel, and yeah, so it only happens when certain people jump on and certain people have access to grind. And Art gave him an open invitation, but seeing a lot of people, um, even us, we come in and we try to um, keep the knives down and to respect Art's channel, but Art lets people in that don't. I said, dude, it's if Art wants you here, so at the very least, if you're gonna be here, man, try to fit in with everybody else. Don't have to agree, but fit in so Art don't have to shut down his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talking through people, talking over people, and all that kind of stuff. All those female tactics, and start bringing in that Negro stuff, man, the nigger stuff.
Yeah, because obviously he doesn't care about Art's channel. I know Preem don't.
It's good, BGS. I've been
Hey,
listening. Even when it went off the stream, I was still listening in the back chat. Where do these dudes come from, man?
no, they've been here because I blocked him, man. I've seen him before because
Oh,
I blocked him
really?
from the channel. Yeah, he because normally if you give a sideways comment, I may delete it or I may leave it up. But if you keep doing it repeatedly, then I'm gonna block you. And he said, I can't even remember what he said. I probably have to start capturing these screenshots because he's never said he's never said anything. He said, dude, you blocked. I know who you are. How you know I've been to your channel. I know there's nothing on it. I said, if you really had something to say about what black men are saying, how they should say it should be on your channel. Why are you coming all the way over here? The thing is, yeah, you're a troll. Basically, Art, they know Art's going to be lenient and Art's going to not step in. He's not going to really police them that hard. So they'll come in and they'll say what they got to say. And they say they want to say. Even the women come in and do that.
Yeah.
They start talking all reckless. I said, come on.
Yeah. Actually, he did shut down his stream one time like that once before, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. That one got on my nerves.
I know. I see. Art's like in the middle, man. He like basically he likes both sides because I think Art thinks that black men in space talk too harshly about women, and he agrees. He probably more low key agrees with a softer approach, even though that's not this space. This space is not here for a softer approach.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. Now I understand that concept, but it hasn't been working.
That's the point. It hasn't. We tried it before.
I used to be on that shit. I used to be on that. Won't be calling our sisters bitches and all that bullshit. But hell, some of them act like it. So call it how you see it.
Shit. They love the guys that call them bitches.
What did he get upset about? What triggered all this stuff? Because I didn't actually. I heard it later, afterwards, but I didn't hear the beginning of what triggered all this.
Anyway. Lady was on the panel, and I guess I wasn't really watching the chat. Somebody was disrespecting her in the chat or something. And that's when he got on a tangent. Then he was talking about black men who stick up for a black woman, yada yada yada. And that's when Smooth got on him.
Okay. Oh, so so basically he's on Art's panel. He sees something in the chat. He wants to check people in the chat.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And so he starts being disrespectful. Oh, okay, that's what's going on. Because I didn't hear it because normally that doesn't go on.
No.
And then basically, if you're the owner of the channel and something's going disrespectful in your channel, you're the one supposed to address it. Not the panelists, because that's what happens. It's going to explode people do realize why sometimes I can be an asshole on my channel, on my Coliseum, and tell people
you're an asshole. No,
what I'm saying is people claim I'm an asshole because people shut the fuck up and let me handle this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would stop people from going back and forth. In other words, somebody talk about another person on the panel, I'll tell you shut up and let me handle it, because if you handle it, it's gonna break into a fight. So I'd be claiming, well, BGS is being an asshole because he told you to shut the fuck up and stay out and let me handle my channel. But that's the reason. So it doesn't. So I could go 8 hours without this kind of with this kind of fights, at least amongst people. Now every now and then we handle family business, and I allow for that. Where two people that are been in the or called my family want to air their disputes on my channel, I bring everybody else down. You can handle it. But this kind of stuff is, come on, Art. And people that like Art, that want to come on, that like Art should at least respect this channel, and don't come and starting fights.
But I was like, Art, for an artist and other, I can't listen to Preem like that. I can't take that bullshit in. I had to jump off.
Oh, that's like Preem's been booted from most of the Manosphere channels.
Yeah.
They don't have too many places to go.
And I told Art Nostal that, and we've all come to the conclusion that he just needs to stop doing artists on the spot. Because if it's not about people that's doing art and talking, and you just allowing anybody to come in, then you really don't need to be calling an artist on the spot no more.
Yeah.
Sad enough, because at first it was a good thing for us artists just to come together and talk
and chill.
And chill. And now it turned into something completely different.
He, I know you want to bring in different aspects of the conscious community, and what he wants is the conscious community, which is basically run by women, and the black and the Manosphere actually talk to each other, and him be the middle ground, right?
But he's not managing that, though.
Yeah, that's true. Because those two things don't mix, and I know they don't mix it, because if they did mix, I'd do it.
But that's the thing, though. He's not managing it. He's just sitting back. Because even when me BMT had that big and we all had that big argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just sit back and try to sit and pretty much say, "Well, I'm hoping you guys can work it out." And like, no.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have an audience. It's one thing if I know some people think that this is just a locker room, a conference call, and it's in one room and nobody else is listening. But sometimes what if you have 200 people listening?
Yeah.
And basically they have to listen to this chaos. Is that really what you want? Now sometimes people want to come in for the mud fight, for the mud fights.
But you can only be mud fighting for so long, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Before they break down into this chaos, when we just booted out a whole group of people doing that kind of stuff. We actually exiled a whole group, the B1s, over there, because that's what they did. And they over talked each other. They screaming and hollering at each other, calling names and stuff like that, breaking down into playground shit, women's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fuck you, Valdez.
Fuck you, Valdez. Fuck you, Negro.
I can't see the chat. What did he say?
You see it? Yeah, I love being right. Fuck you, Valdez.
Go wear your underwear ninja mask, nigga. Looking through the peephole.
You know what the funny part is?
Yes, sir.
There be Strags and Art's chat. I just don't say anything, and they don't come on the panel and do all that shit. Most of the time.
Most of the time they don't.
No.
Even the women that even the women like Occult Gems and a couple of others, even Mella. Okay, we got them straight. They come in with some kind of respect. I expect to check the women. Why are the dudes doing this?
Because I think a lot of the women are bowing down right now because of this COVID shit. And so now there's got to be some opposition to the Manosphere. So these magos are coming out to play.
Yeah, because basically he said what he came on and said what he wanted to say, which is he wanted to defend the women against these brothers that are disparaging women in terms that he doesn't like.
Yeah, yes.
And he made that clear.
Yes, as if a random brother called a woman a bitch on the street, would you go and defend her? And I was like, no, for what? What did that woman say to him?
Yeah, and
I'm
then
not
they
defending
try
no
to
random woman.
and then they try
Go ahead.
to then he tried to say that's instinctual, inherent in a man, instinctual in a man. I said, no, it's not.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And I said, you go to Latin America and on the street and the dude slapped the shit out of his girlfriend. The rest of the dudes keep walking or tell you to stay the fuck out of it. That's a
Yep.
man's business.
Mm-hmm.
But so that means it's not instinct. It's not inherent, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, him slapping her is part of his biology, because any woman that's going to raise up against you and pros opposition, you're going to use some type of force to bring it back down.
Yeah.
And that's with any human being.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot. Well, he's talking shit like this didn't happen, man, because I could tell you, man, 50 years ago, bitch got a line in public, the man would slap her. And he might not just slap her. Yep. So talk about the black community was all this way. Well, sister, this shit, this is recent. This sister stuff and this kind of stuff is recent. Okay, recent shit.
All that bullshit.
Yeah, that's recent, man. That's in the last, say, 30, 40 years, man. Well, hell, when I was a kid, man, I was working for McDonald's, man. I was actually getting off the bus, walking to work, right? It's like 17 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was having an argument with his woman. He straight up punched her. That pow! Damn. God damn. Now that shit used to happen. He disrespected a man on the street. Dudes didn't take that back in the day, man. Dude, this
should throw women out of their house.
Oh yeah, this stuff is recent, man. This is conditioning. He's on. This is inherent. This ain't inherent. I know it ain't inherent because I've seen that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that stuff, man. That a lot of times, a woman get mouthy, dudes stand by and look. Ain't you gonna put your hands on her and stop her from doing that kind of shit?
Yeah, straight look at her.
Yeah, like Turner, exactly.
Why is it kept? We're gonna get back to that. It's probably gonna get back to that. You don't.
Yeah. What is it? They said in was it that I told Harper to beat you? Told Harper to beat me.
Yep.
Because he's talking shit. Yeah. I don't know where they get that stuff from. Okay, I put the link in. You guys can come up if you want.
I love Harper, but I'll kill him dead before I let him beat me.
Yeah, I'm about to go in about 5 minutes.
You about to go? Or you got to go?
Yeah, go 5 minutes. I'll stay on for 5 more minutes and I go.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long. I just want to give you guys a place to react. And he kept the back chat going, so I guess we could actually settle our dispute. Ain't no settle. He knows what he's there for. He's there to get attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's there for an audience. So I said, how many subs you got on your channel, man? Maybe 200.
200.
So we don't. Why you expect us to know you? We don't know who you are. Yeah, I'm a bully. That's right. Hey, right behind this dude, man. This dude right here, my evil twin. I'm a bully. What do you call him?
Really? Oh, that's just an ass hat.
Who's the dude going this? I've seen him in my chat. I've never interacted with him except him saying putting a couple comments in my comment section, and a couple times he was disrespectful. So I just blocked him. He went sideways. I just blocked him. So I know he goes sideways.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, we never met, dude." I said, "I blocked you, dude. I know who you are." That's why at first I went to your channel to see what you have on your channel. Okay, see if you have any arguments. You had nothing, like you said, he has nothing but music. He had nothing but a playlist.
Oh wow!
Is it his playlist or other people's playlist?
It's other people's stuff. I said, how come you don't do this on your channel?
Yeah.
And you're gonna give me some pseudo intellectual babble.
What pissed me off is this whole thought process about if a random woman is getting beat in his house, another man should not be allowed to come in his house to stop it. But if it's on the street, yeah, no problem. I was just like, what?
Because he caped for somebody, some woman, in some chick in the comment section, and she came up and she wasn't upset, and it wasn't his place to handle it in the first place. Because if it was, he'd have got a wrench.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's supposed to be an open space, but you got to police. I think he'll tighten up, man, because you don't want to keep shutting down streams because
he should have been over 1,000 already. He really should have. And I think because this stuff has been going on for the past couple of months on this channel, I don't think people want to subscribe to it.
Yeah, I mean, guys don't want to come, man. If you're going to let women come in, well, women and magos come in and run wild.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to have a Mago channel, then he can have it. But I mean, me and Artisan already said, like, if he keeps letting Preem up there, we're not coming up.
Yeah, in fact, at the time that the Preem was on there, and I was in the chat, and I said, I'm not coming up with Preem. And then let's make space for BGS. Like, do you want to see the fight? Yeah. You want to see the fight. And Shirley got off because she wanted to see the fight.
Yeah, she did. That's why I was like, no, Shirley, don't do it.
She wanted to see the fight. Now, and like, if it's my channel, it's me and him, that's one thing, because it's me and my audience. But the thing is, I don't like that to happen on somebody else's channel. I said, dude, if you had any kind of friendship or respect for Art, you wouldn't do it on his channel. But you don't care. And he didn't. He proved that he didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you try to turn everything like, oh, y'all just attacking me. Y'all just attacking me. I was like, dude, come on. You were attacking everybody. SYSBM, you're attacking all the guys on the panel, and then we reacted. Yeah,
because the reason I came in is because you were saying that a black man in this space shouldn't complain. Number one, shouldn't complain. And they shouldn't say it in a certain way. Yeah, that's why I came in. You say, who are you?
Like, women gonna say it in a certain way to us.
Yeah, well, they're not.
No, they're not.
I guess 7th is not coming up, but
is he still on Art New Stalls?
He might be. Well, he might be talking about it in the background. And as I was trying to leave, he just wanted to say something. I said, "Come on, man." I said, "I don't really want to hear it. You let a troll get your attention and get under you guys' skin." I said, "That's what I figured. You're trolling." Who still lets Preem have a voice? Well, Art does, because Art believes everybody should have a voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Preem has been kicked out of. Well, that makes sense.
And when the Black Brain Trust kicked him out, I knew it was something.
Yeah. He gets kicked out.
I'm not surprised. Them brothers don't play that shit. Not that one.
If he ever came on my channel just to say one little thing, he'll get kicked out. I don't. No, I immediately had my hand on the delete button. And when it comes to my channel, you will be deleted forever. You will not say anything. I don't play that shit. I don't give you rope. I give you a sword. Stab yourself.
Yeah, that's some people, man. Some people carry grudges, man. Like Cream been carried that grudge for like 4 years, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I have people carrying grudges longer than that, man, about me and my channel.
Yeah.
One dude, I blocked him on like 3 platforms.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you call somebody you don't like for 3 platforms? That's a waste of time, money, resources.
I call it's a vendetta.
Yeah.
What's up, bully?
What's up, angry fuck?
What's up? They call me a bully. Go ahead, give it to us. Go get the I told you so's out of the way. Go ahead.
I know, really.
Go ahead. We deserve it. We deserve it.
I didn't hear all of it. I didn't get to hear all of the back and forth, but from what I understand, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, there was a brother in there. I don't know which brother it was. I couldn't recognize the voice that was saying something about
Music IQ. I think that was his name.
Music IQ saying something about, okay, if a woman, you was walking down the street and some dude called the woman a bitch, wouldn't you defend her or some shit, right?
Something like that.
And Smooth went back and forth with him, right?
Yeah.
And then, see, I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about that conversation, because one part I heard where there was a chick that jumped on there. I can't remember her name. She kind of said to Smooth, well, regardless of what happened, you still got to give him a level of respect because he's your elder, and we're up here fighting each other. And here's my question: why didn't somebody tell her to shut the fuck up?
True.
I'm dead serious.
I know you are.
You know the reason why that type of goofy shit was going on with the dude even bringing up some shit about if you heard somebody call a woman a bitch, wouldn't you say XYZ? Because that's what happens when you entertain motherfucking hyenas and strags. That's the type of energy that comes with it. You're gonna have all these Negroes coming out of fucking woodwork, letting they Kate Drake on some, well, technically, if you was walking down the street and a guy didn't put his, coat across the puddle, wouldn't you slap fire out of him? Like, fuck out of here with that.
Right. Hey, get the likes up.
No, this is just
still they still need to like the stream.
This is just give you guys a chance to air it out because I know there's more to say. But go ahead, man. More, get it all out.
No,
you ain't finished. Go ahead, unload the clip, man. Unload the clip.
With your underwear ninja wearing ass.
Go unload the clip, man. Go ahead.
Tell you something, art of it, boy. Don't be mad at me because your black ass is out here in the zombie apocalypse
making bread.
Hey, I'm still working.
Looking for fresh toilet paper and shit. It ain't my fault.
Hey, Anger Man, I'm an essential.
You essential, right? You're an essential asshole.
Well, at least I'm an essential, motherfucker.
Hey, I don't need to be essential.
James Kill said he told her to shut the fuck up, but that was in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, it was in the chat. Yeah. Like, look, every time, I hate that. The one thing I hate more than anything is when a couple of fellas start getting into a debate back and forth, and here comes some chick to try to play the fucking authoritarian role. Let me correct everybody because I have the moral high ground. Like, no, like you hear two grown men disagreeing. Shut the fuck up. That's not her place to do that shit. It's not her place.
And they pointed out when she came onto the stream, she actually jumped onto the stream. He backed down. He calmed down. And I said you were programmed to do that. That's why you did. No, I ain't programmed. This just instinct. That's just instinct. I ain't a man.
When she jumped up there, he calmed down.
He calmed down. Yeah.
Wow.
He had all that smoke for all the other dudes, but when she jumped up, he calmed down. I'm gonna put her out. I'm gonna push her to the side. What is it? What was that joke? He said, that nigga hit me, so I pushed. I just pushed it to the side so I could deal with this nigga.
see, now you know why I call these guys pets of the gunocracy. That's what they are. They're just pets.
Well, like I said, man, the problem is you got guys in this space. They're not doing a very good job of regulating. That's all it really boils down to. Like you can't let certain shit just run fucking wild. Like you gotta calm the shit down some or something.
Yeah. Even though as much as I love my evil twin, if he starts getting wild, I don't kick him. I just bring him down. Okay, for a second, let him cool off for me because he's on a rant. So I said, then bring him back up. You can do that. StreamYards let you do that.
Yeah, see, Angerman knows better because he know on my channel. He ain't got
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, sir. I'll have you know, Art of Ibmore, that I have shown exemplary behavior when I am a guest on other people's panels.
Oh boy.
Except for my channel, you come and put your feet up, you know, go in the refrigerator, drink all the Kool-Aid. It's the nigga, I'm home. Shit.
and I don't think, me personally, Art, I don't think that you are in a position to be throwing out accusations over there with your trouble making ass. You
what trouble I'm making?
I saw you on the panel over there when I was listening to some of it. You was over there. I know you instigated.
I didn't instigate nothing. What you talking about?
You sure about that?
Yep.
You didn't say nothing.
I didn't instigate shit. I just told facts.
You said something though, right?
That don't mean I instigated.
What did you say?
I just said that, black women have thrown us under the bus first.
Mm-hmm. That's all you said?
Amongst other things.
Yeah, I know he said something.
We was trying to pull him back. No, Art, no. How many minutes you got, Art?
I'll leave right now. But appreciate you for opening up the stream, BGS. Edgar, man, you still ain't shit. Get the underwear off your face. And Albert, I'll catch you later. All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah, I was just letting them blow off a little steam, man. Because it got in contentious. They actually stopped the broadcast. We were talking in the bat chat, and we're trying to point out. I said, I was trying to let Art know. I said, hey, man, you know what? We want to support you. We're trying to support you, but the thing is, you can't let people run wild like that on your stream continuously like that, man. You bring people up that are actually going to be detrimental to your growth.
When was this stream? Was it?
We just ended maybe like 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Oh, it was just now. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're right. But we trying. But the thing is, I'm getting tired of checking people on his panel, okay, to get them to actually act decent. I don't care if you disagree, but there's certain kind of behavior that you can't bring. We're trying to get out of this sector.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gotta be that's nerve-wracking. It's bad enough when you're trying to regulate your own panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really I don't really do panels like that. Most of the time I do panels, it's usually certain guys that, that usually come through. So it's not really like a bunch of people. Every once in a while, it might be one person that come through and want to go back and forth, but I still try to keep it at a level where you can actually converse with one another.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's why in certain panels, man, to get to acting running wild, I just bounce. Like I did that with, I think it was Thai City. He kept talking through me. I said, man, I'm not in for this nigga shit today. But he kept on with it. I was talking to trying to just another dude. He jumped right in and said, you know what, man? You have a good day. And I bounced.
What did Thai City disagree with you on?
I was trying to, because the video I posted about the I think they were Bradley fighting vehicles. This whole line of them come, and it was actually on. I actually took the clip from Twitter. Mm-hmm. I just clipped it and I just put it up. I said, "Shit." All I said was, "Shit's getting real." Mm-hmm. And he wants to say this kind of movement happens all the time. I said, "You don't see a line of 100 vehicles or 100 tanks, or whatever, just out random. They don't happen all the time." Mm-hmm.
In Manhattan, of all places, too.
Well, it was in Long Island, and that's what it said. So he said that this was taken a long time ago, and this isn't true. I said, number one, you weren't there to take the video, and if you can find the same video, the exact same video with the date on it, I'll retract it. That's all I asked for. If you got the exact same video, you post the link, I go find it, I'll retract. I'll even take it down. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you don't do that, then rebut me with some evidence, and he didn't. But the thing is, he wanted to say what we were talking about. He didn't want to. If I try to expand the conversation, he wanted to check. See, look, dude, I ain't here for that. That's it. You called me over, put my name in it. I came up. You asked me about a rational discussion. And you don't want to have a rational discussion. You want to have an argument. I said, in 2020, I'm not having an argument. Especially on somebody else's panel. So I bounce.
Yeah, I actually was on a live stream and somebody was
Ty City, no, you did not show the proof, man.
in the chat room.
Yeah, in the chat room. You didn't show the proof, man.
So like I had somebody was trolling, like trying to put my name in. Like, you remember that Super Sly shit that just happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently somebody had put my name in it too and shit, right?
Why is your name in it?
Man, who you asking? So when I heard about it, I said, look, man, it's 2020. There's a worldwide pandemic going on. I said, I didn't like engaging in niglet behavior when it wasn't no pandemic. You think I'm gonna do this goofy shit when the fucking world is crumbling around? It's like, I don't got time for that goofy ass shit. Like, for real.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, you're accusing a brother in public, something serious that could lose a brother a job, send him to jail, or any kind of stuff, cause him any kind of grief. And basically to a dude that's really fairly harmless. Like, Game Changer is fairly harmless.
Yeah.
He ain't one of them dudes like a big attack dog. He's fairly harmless.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go in because you want to go at SYSB, and you're gonna use that kind of accusation to him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's foul. That's not crazy. That's foul.
Yeah.
That's it. You belong right there with the rest of the cockroaches and the bottom feeders, man. Even what's his name? Reg the bad guy wouldn't do no shit like that.
Oh, he put his nose in that shit too.
Put his nose in it?
Yeah. He put his nose because he can't help himself. Oh, fuck nigga that he is. I can't stand that motherfucker. I can't stand his ass.
I mean, you've been on YouTube this long, man. Why don't you change your model? Don't you have talent? There's like a million things to talk about.
He said that nigga said out of his own mouth in reference to me. He said, yeah, angry man just mad because ain't nobody praising him. I guess he felt like he should have been praised for his production and, his production skills and his graphics. Like, dude, that don't matter. I said, yeah, let me go ahead and click off of this because he's been living in reality.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That nigga's...
I said, I said, look at you. Did he break 1,000 yet? He's been on YouTube for like, what, 7-8 years? Did he break 1,000 yet?
I couldn't even tell you.
I have no idea.
Okay. It's like, come on, man. Why? I know people that are try to attach themselves to the manosphere by being bottom feeders. I said, why do you guys even listen to guys like this? Like Super Sly. He don't like you.
Yeah.
Nope.
So why are you arguing with him? He don't like you, and he keeps making stuff up.
That motherfucker said, when I found out he bought that stove, I knew what was.
Oh God.
So what he bought? I mean, if the dude want to, who cares? Yeah, you don't know what the relationship between him and that woman is.
Man, if that dude wanted to buy that woman a damn house, it's his fucking business. Like,
right?
Who gives a shit? Like, who gives? And on top of that, I think the stove was like $80. This dude's out here to spend more money than that on fucking dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell, we just had what's his name, Mr. Z. He spent $300 on a date. He ain't even fucked. So.
Ain't got nothing to show for it.
Got nothing to show for it.
At least Game Changer could go
$300.
That stove.
He bought that stove. He was fucking her at the time. Okay.
Shit, I'm pretty sure she cooked him some meals on that motherfucker. Shit.
Well, what's going going on, guys? I just came by to see how y'all.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Xanatos. Yeah, if you look up educated lame in the dictionary, that would actually be game changer. I mean, he actually holds to that creed, man. He looks like it, talks like it, sounds like it, acts like it. So here's what it is. But I have no problem with that. So, he's admitted it. Okay, textbook. So it is what it is. That's why they go after him. But the thing is, but Game Changer wants to be in this space.
Yep. Yeah, you do. So.
We'll go ahead, BMT.
Yeah, I just came check on y'all brothers. Glad that y'all, like I said, I just came by to just say, what's up. What I'm saying? I wish the conversation would have went probably a lot more better.
Mm-hmm.
Albert was there for the, I guess, ground zero. And only thing I tell people is if you don't want to be, I look at it like the Little Rascals. Y'all remember that with Darla and them? They wanted to be in Spanky's gang, and he was like, "Get the fuck on! Like, this is our gang." Like, that's how I just look at it. Like, if you don't want to be there, just don't go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that simple. Like, nobody will force you. I don't be trying to force other men. I think that's why we have the Little Rascals Club, so that way we could just do our own shit. Talk about comics and science and whatever shit we want to talk about. I think that's where it started getting riled up. I always encourage men to don't be afraid to be that individual. Don't be afraid to be separate from the pack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever, and us black men, we could attest, like, if we had not got in that car, if we had not followed that group, you know what I'm saying? We didn't stay with the collective, we probably would have been better off in so many places. But that's why, like I said, like, whenever I hear people just say, well, no, you need to be part of the collective, I'm like, of what? Because shit, there ain't nothing out there for a lot of black men. Like, a lot of us had to leave to go find our own legal. Well, shit, I mean, if we look at it, how many they even have in African practice? Some men, they leave the village.
Mm-hmm.
They leave the village and say, yo, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If I come back, I'll come back. If not, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw you an arrow saying I'm still alive out here. But that's the whole premise. And that's pretty much what got Smooth irritated, that we were talking for that there are men who are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We are going out there, forging our own shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? We're doing our own thing. Like, we ain't asking for, like, well, if we fail, we fail. Oh, well, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll just roll with that until we'll see what happens. And we're fine with that. I'd rather be my own Lord of the Flies.
Mm-hmm.
But however, telling me that I need the collective, no, that's what irritates a lot of black men, is that we keep being told that we need certain groups when certain groups have kicked us out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other point that came about was the jumping to the stress of the female.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, did you read the comments? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like when you jump in and you go to defend a woman,
right?
But you don't know what she did,
mm-hmm.
or you don't know. Like, that's why I brought up, like, if somebody would have spit in your face, I couldn't tell you how to react. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's not for me, because everybody has a different reactory response, and that's why Smooth got upset when the butt breaking thing came out. And I was like, wait, hold on. How did we get to this? Like, that was, and that kind of got me, but I wasn't going to give the same response as Smooth did.
Okay.
But I understood why he got, you know what I'm saying? I understood why
he got irritated. Yeah.
Why? But he was like, wait, you were going tooth and nail against BMT, but where's this coming from that you pulling out the whole sword and shield for her? Like, you don't even know what she did. And
the whole cape.
Oh yeah, the whole cape. Yeah.
So like, I was like, well, damn. All I said is, I don't want to be part of the collective. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, hey, you can do whatever you want. We ain't going to judge you, but just black men are now, we're like, yo, like, a lot of us now are like, we're tired of just being tired. And it seems like whenever we say these types of things out of our mouth, vocally, or say, hey, black men, be your own individual, think for yourself. Yeah. That's a problem. because then they'll say like, wait, don't you need to come back or work along? And I'm like, no, that's the thing about this, nothing to come back to. Like, once Krypton is blown up, Superman don't got shit to go back to.
Yeah,
like,
and
to go back.
what irritates me, and Valdez can chime in if he wants to, is that they're not listening to you. They're trying to tell you, impose their will on you, and tell you what to do. They're not listening to you. That's what me and Gab went back and forth. Okay, stop telling these dudes what to do. If they go to jump the other side of the fence and they fail and they suffer, okay, that's them. They have the right to do that. Leave them alone. They had the right to do. Listen to the reasons why they're doing it, basically, and try to fix the problem, not shame them for doing it.
They get that shit from watching. They get that shit from watching women in their families boss men around and shit. And then they think they can do it too because a bunch of them are so fucking feminine. Like you have a conversation with them and they get in their fucking feelings. Like that day I was talking to Gab about this shit. He knew what I was saying was 100% right, but he got in his goddamn feelings about the shit. And it's like, bro, what is you doing? You already know what I'm saying is 100% true. So why are you even acting like that? And I had to even take it to his, to Islam because of his background. And from that's when he really was supposed to tighten up. But that nigga tried to say something about, man, stop bringing up this whole Muslim thing. I said, okay, now we ain't even got to have no conversation.
Yeah.
Because you're that dead set on being, on doing some shit that ain't right. And ain't right that you willing to go against your own damn belief system. Like, okay.
Yeah, but he'll pull it out when it's to his advantage, and that's trying to chastise black men.
Yeah,
I just, like I said, we've all had our own times where we all have butt heads with each other. But that's expected of boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk shit, we get in a scuffle on the court. You might elbow me in my mouth, I might push you, but we're going to continue and finish the game. But regardless of which, that's just the nature of being a boy and becoming a man. And so I don't jock no man or have nothing against him if he says, you know what, I can't find it here, so I'm gonna go elsewhere. You should do that. If you're not getting nowhere in this position, then go to the next position. And I even tried, that's why I was like, yo, man, like me, DC and BGS, we got into it. If we knew we were gonna come to a conclusion, what do we do, BGS? We like, yo, all right, we'll talk about something.
Yeah, talk about something else. Yeah.
Nobody killed anybody. We don't help. I was like, how the hell did we figure out how to do that? And literally everybody's like, what? Why ain't they gonna keep fighting? Because we are not at that level where we have to start destroying something that we're trying to build.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Some people, they got to destroy. And I'm like, and I said the thing about it, and I have nothing against anybody, but I'm like, how many times have we seen it where men will go at war for that of a female? The female rides up. Like, y'all remember Troy? Everybody was killing everybody for that one goddamn woman. That woman did not shed not one shed of blood, not one drop of blood. All the thousands of men were dead. The other woman was like, are you happy now? All these men are dead. And your ass get to ride off in the sunset and get away. And that's literally why some black men are like, yo, I'm not joining this war. No, fuck this Infinity War. But your ass gets to ride off in the sunset while the rest of everybody's killing each other. And I'm like, yo, I'm just not playing the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just literally happened right there and I'm like, yo, man, this shit happens like, it's like clockwork nowadays. I think it's like a sick game.
Yeah, because the women aren't doing it anymore. So it's the men coming in and taking their place, which kind of makes me sad. We kind of squash the women's voices, and plus this environment kind of squashed the women's voices. Now the men are coming in and basically fighting with other men over the same thing.
Well, I'm trying to figure out that's some shit I don't understand. Like I've never operated like that in my lifetime. Like go around trying to tell other grown men what choices they should make and what you know what I'm saying? Like I can give suggestions. But if motherfuckers say like, man, that's not really for me, it's like, okay, well, shit, that ain't for you then. Like, but how you gonna tell another fucking man like, oh well, S5SBM? What do you mean you gonna lead the community? You need to do this and you need to, nigga. You
shut the fuck up.
Shit. Yeah, like ain't gotta do shit. Like what the fuck you mean? In fact, the way most men are, that's when they really gonna tighten up and get stubborn when you try to make them do some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like now, I'm definitely not gonna do it.
Which is why you have all this pushback by guys. You know, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I think that's why, and I haven't done the content yet, but I think that's why when I was watching the video of the Steven Jackson, I don't know who he is too much, but some people are like, damn, that man is weak. He this and that. I'm like, is he weak, or did we just watch a man honestly say, yo, I made mistakes? It was more to me when I would listen to it was more like a father talking to a nephew or a son or somebody saying, yo, don't fuck up like I did. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck up like me.
In other words, I understood because I know ball players and I understood exactly what he was talking about.
Right.
Because all pussy ain't good pussy. And basically just because you think you're alpha male, that you king of the world, and you have like thousands of bitches throwing pussy at you, doesn't mean that you shouldn't just take it all and be reckless. And he was reckless because, you know, you got a lot of money, you got a lot of fame, and you got all these bad bitches throwing their panties at you, and you're gonna sample, okay, and basically cost him a lot of money and headaches. And I understand what he talked about bitter bitches is because every chick that, you know, because I've heard them, right? These 100 octanes, man, talking about getting this ball player, getting this baller. Okay, they want to have a baby because they want you. They want your lifestyle. And if they can't, so if they have that baby for you, that's supposed to lock you in. You supposed that makes her the one that's chosen. If she doesn't get chosen, guess what she's gonna be? She's gonna be bitter. She's gonna make your life a living hell.
Yep. Yep. That's the whole purpose of that show, Basketball Wives and shit, and all them damn shows. I'm like, none of you bitches dribble the ball. Why the fuck do we care about you bitches? Like, why do we even care about y'all? Don't dribble the ball. You're not even married to these motherfuckers. They got whole wives. Oh, you just a baby mama, and they're like, that's the whole point. But I'll be a baby mama. I'm like, damn, like,
yeah. Basically, well, baby mama is the new wife now.
Damn, boy.
I don't even watch that.
To some people, some women's minds, baby mama's better than a wife because I got you for 18 years, whether you like it or not.
That's why SBM.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I knew exactly what he's talking about because I've seen many people go through it. I seen my son go through the same goddamn thing because you think you're an alpha male because you play ball and chicks are throwing their panties at you that you think you can be the raw dog ranger, man, and be reckless with your dick and be reckless with your dick. Shit, this system don't care about you being a ball player. They don't give a shit.
They count on you and stuff.
Yeah. Cost you a lot of money. Man, there's so many ball players. Like he said, he got 4 or 5 baby mamas.
Yeah, he got 5 baby mamas. 2 of them are cooperative. The other 3, if they're not getting their way, there's hell to pay. And I was like, Lord have mercy, boy. I've heard that so many times from the military, on any man that got success. Man, you better understand you a walking credit card to somebody.
Yep.
You're a walking credit card.
Yeah, because it was just I'm trying to think of the dude's name with the Lakers. He just last year, man, his baby, you know, he went to you know, according to the custody order, went to pick up his kid, right? Pick up his daughter. And because these women know that they have the law in their hands, maybe, you know, they pull that shit. You can't see your daughter. And so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to cuss you out at the door. And I don't give a fuck what the court order says and blah, blah, blah. And then, and he got the attitude like angry man. He might, you know, go left. And he went left a little bit. He didn't hit her, but he went left. She called the police. And guess what happened to him? They can't pick this 7 foot ass, 7 foot 300-pound ass up, and now you know he got a record.
And he can't. And it's gonna be harder for him to get to that child. And once you get that record, she gonna take that to the judge.
Yeah, it was DeMarcus' cousin. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead, Valdez.
Damn, I had the DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah, you can look it up. Yeah, he got arrested for not spousal abuse, but domestic violence. I don't think he hit her, but the thing is, I think he might have cracked a door sill or something like that because he was pissed off.
They're gonna try to push it to a felony if they could. If they could try, they'll try.
Yeah.
They'll try.
What I'm saying is, this is what he was saying about bitter black women making your life hell. That's what he's talking about, because not because she wasn't getting her money, and it wasn't because he wasn't cooperating with the court order. It's because he wouldn't take her as his wife, and give her the lifestyle that she envisioned when she got with him. So she gonna make his life hell because she can't get her way.
And that BGS is why when we say not all women deserve protection, not all they all don't. And I stand. I'll walk that shit to the day. And y'all know I'm a married man. And you think if I see another woman out there getting her ass choked out, I'm gonna leave my comfort of my family for some random bitch? I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Fuck that.
That's why when Gab did that thing on DeMarcus Cousins, like he knew what he's talking about. So I listen to Gab. Say, Gab, you don't even know what he's talking about, man. You don't even know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. I know he's talking about some women. No, but the vast majority of black women and at that stature will get bitter when they can't get their way.
Yep. Let me tell y'all something. Salute to everybody on the panel. I came to check up on y'all to see if y'all was good.
We good. And how about you, man? You good, man?
A little bit. I'm hanging through. I don't want to make this about me though.
Okay. All right.
But nah, I'm just coming in.
Is Mr. Johnson okay?
Man, this shit got me fucked up, man. I'm still dealing with it.
Still dealing? All right. Okay.
Yeah, this the physical therapy's helping, bro, but some of this shit it's rough, man. It's rough for a player.
Okay.
But
all right. We'll keep you out of trouble for a minute though.
Yeah, it is shit, man. I've been getting calls, man. Where you at? What's happening? What's going on? I said,
keep your black ass out of trouble. All right, Valdez, you wanted to say something, man?
No, I was just listening.
Okay, yeah. Well, Valdez know what I'm talking about, man. About I know when he said that, you know exactly what he's talking about, didn't you, Valdez?
Oh
yeah, hell yeah. I'm so glad you have no earthly idea how glad I am. I only have one baby mama.
Yeah, me too.
Because I got cousins that got multiple, and you know, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you got more than one chick, I'll put it to you like this: if you got kids by two chicks, one of them gonna be fucked up. One of them gonna be fucked up if you're lucky.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? If you got three, regardless of how many you got, one of them gonna be fucked up. And if you just got one, she gonna be the fucked up one.
Like, I don't have any kids, but I know what to do with 10.
Oh my god. Yo, if y'all want to get a good understanding of what baby mamas is like with white folks, go watch that new season of Ozark. Man, you got all the young women, old women, his wife, they all trying to work. What's his name? Jason Bateman or Stephen Bateman?
Please don't ruin it, bro. I haven't.
Oh no, I'm not going. Oh, I'm not about to ruin. I would not do that to you. But but for folks that are like red pill and shit like that, that shit is gold. I'm not even gonna ruin it, but that shit is gold, man.
People sleeping on that show.
Ozark?
Yeah.
Fact, yeah, that shit.
Oh yeah, and this season, like if you like season 2, this season, they from episode 1.
Oh yeah,
that's all I got to say.
I'm watching it as soon as I get off here.
Okay.
But the funny thing is this, yo. This is the crazy part. I don't know what's going on, with all the situation because I just came into this shit. But the funny thing is, the most pro-black thing you could do is stay away from these raggedy ass bitches. That's facts, though. Yeah. And these niggas, they don't get that shit.
Oh, don't get me started, dude. What was BMT's on here? What was that fucking bull? Yeah, Amiri Brown. Like every time dudes be like, "Yeah, man, why don't you like Amiri Brown?" And I say, "Man, I'm too hard on that nigga." That nigga opens his mouth, and he reminds me why I can't stand that mother. Yep, that's the synthetic wouldn't beta shit. I can't. Nigga, hold on. Hey, I gotta tell all y'all real quick. Because BMT was on there, so he's a witness. I wasn't on there. This fool. So they were talking about Ramil was on there, right? They were talking about patriarchy.
Oh,
And this
Oh
fool
Lord.
had to say, "Yo, so name me one place where it's just nothing but men." As
Oh
far as
yeah.
a patriarchy, it ain't not like there's no females don't exist in this world he's talking about. And I'm like, nigga, like, how does that make a point when it comes to patriarchy, matriarchy? Just because women exist doesn't mean it's not a patriarchy. And a lot of the dudes on there are like, nigga, what the fuck? You talking about some gay shit? Like, what are you talking about? And I was just thinking, I said, yo, this dude he really believes this bullshit he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way,
he, he was
it
asking.
was a
He
yeah,
was
go ahead.
asking, where is there a place where there's just men and you still have the hierarchy?
And
This fool
what he said.
like fucking Wonder Woman Amazon shit with the male
Oh,
version.
Yeah.
Oh.
What he said. What he's saying. What he was saying is, how you going? You talk about this patriarchy. How you gonna have a patriarchy when you know? I said, what kind of patriarchy will it be with all men? We push all the women out or drive all the women away. I said, dude, you can't have a patriarchy without women.
Nick,
exactly.
But because the argument was
niggas.
just because women have children, that makes them equal to men. Because at that time of the argument, it was no. So just to be fair, at the time of the argument, you know how Ramil is, and Ramil, stands on his ground, and basically it was actually on a female's channel. This woman called Tony. It's actually pretty tragic, but whatever. That she was talking about, but yeah, the woman's role is equal of a man, so therefore they're equal. And I said, just because it's essential doesn't mean it's equal, because you're talking about just children. First of all, a woman can't have a kid without sperm, so that's equal. We're talking about all the other shit. Oh, another thing, fucking Amiri said too, is he said that men wouldn't have food if the women didn't farm for it. So in his mind, the men hunt to get the meat, but the women are responsible for all the farming. So he
Yeah, you
said the
know where
men
he
hunt,
got
the women gather.
he got that bullshit from like that's them trying to rewrite history because I heard that lately. I heard that
Facts.
recently too, that supposedly back in the day that men hunted for the meat, but women were the foragers and shit or some goofy shit like that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
I
look.
said,
Yeah, I mean, the women stay close to the hut because they had the, they had the children, and for the protein and the other stuff that they needed. The dangerous work was actually going out in the fucking forest because a lot of times the men didn't come back.
Yeah, well, see, the thing that they keep, the shit that they keep discounting and what they don't understand is even if you have women as foragers, just like BGS said, they can't venture too far away from the village. And they're only able to do what they're doing because there are men to protect them. If it weren't for the men being there, another tribe would come through and, it'd
Take everything.
be fucked
be
up.
like fucking Vikings on A&E and shit.
Oh
And
them wild animals, all kind of stuff could attack.
And it's a
Anything,
difference between you being delegated to do something and then your role being essential. Let's make this absolutely clear. If dudes wanted to just do everything and make women just you having kids, and that's it. Dudes could actually do that, but it's not practical to do that. They got two hands and they can do other shit. So they get delegated to do this, do this. Actually, to bring this more back to the modern era, I actually had this issue with Elise where we went back and forth when she was on my channel, and we were talking about the civil rights movement, and she was trying to make the argument that the women had an equal role as the men as far as the danger and stuff in the civil rights movement. I was like, that is complete bullshit. You look at any of them pictures and looking at who the fuck gets sprayed down and dogs are biting, and you gonna see majority of that shit is men.
Yeah,
that is like, oh well, Rosa Parks. No, Rosa Parks was delegated to do what she did because number one, she was a woman. Number two, she was light skinned. That was a PR move. It wasn't because, and yes, I'm not denigrating her role, but let's not act like this is some 50-50 shit in the civil and what we got was because of women doing they shit too. It wasn't.
Yeah, there was a civil rights activist that actually went on these marches and went on these rides, right? And the women and the feminists on the panel said that the black one didn't get to ride in the front seat, in the front seat with the men, right? And so the woman that rode with us said, no, they didn't put us in the front seat. They put us in the back seat and put us between two men in case something happened. So in other words, we had the maximum amount of protection. I would be surrounded by men in case something happened, right? He said even during the march, the women weren't out front for a reason. They were actually in the middle of the pack and surrounded by men. So if the dogs or the guns or whatever came out, the men will be there to take the first wave.
BGS, that's oppressive.
Yeah, and look at how, and that's the crazy part about it. The way they remember it, because what they've been told is, and what they choose to remember is that men just wanted all the attention. That's literally the argument that they're making.
Hey, the thing is, they only think they equal because man is sacrificial lamb. If a man don't come out of a situation, and I guess and let's just say a man in a situation, he don't come out on top, the bitch could always say, "Oh, I was there, I had his back." That's all that is. It ain't really no other thing.
You know what? The only reason they think they're equal is because the feminist movement and white men don't shoot, kill, and hang black women anymore like they used to. That's the only reason they're equal. Because trust and believe, if they were doing it again, they would talk about protection.
Well, I used to feel bad for these bitches too. Like I ain't gonna fake it to you, but then I just started seeing they so like I've never seen a group of people that hate black men. Like I would go so far to say the black woman hate black men as much as white dudes do.
Well,
welcome to the team.
Is pretty damn.
I don't mean.
Hold on, Joe.
I'm not saying.
Joe, hold on, man. Let Valdez get in.
Is pretty damn close.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to tell, huh?
Is it's indistinguishable. I put it to you
it's
like
like
this.
an eclipse. It's like an eclipse.
Yeah. It's like trying to determine. It's like getting punched in the face by two different people and trying to determine which one was trying to hit you the hardest.
And folks would lose their mind, say, why would you say that? But I would say this: the difference between a white man and a black woman is a black woman is a Trojan horse. You're in the gates versus a white man is not. So that's the difference. You shit like Daughters of the Trade taught you that. That's why you have to actually be more vigilant. It's the same. And so people don't even understand. It's crazy sometimes because when you have these conversations and people that are not like in the manosphere proper, they act like the shit you saying is overwhelming their ass. It's fun, and it's whether it's a dude or a female. It's not just the women. The dudes act like that too. They be like,
because you know why they do that. You gotta understand the reason why their brain almost goes into overload is because due to that programming in our culture, when you're talking about these black women, you're talking about their mama.
Yep.
Which is
the main reason why the moment you start talking this shit, they get ready to go in the goddamn meltdown because you talking about their mama. You feel me? And like, mama can do no wrong. You feel me?
And that's what they. I was on the panel with Miss, and I was talking about that too. How moms like emasculate their sons and destroy them like from, you know what I mean, from the jump, to where when you turn 18, 19, it's like you don't know shit about women for real unless you watching red pill content. But if we being honest, a lot of young cats ain't even hip on what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Like what y'all was just talking about as far as like the mother can do no wrong. As a black man, you raised like when you like if your mama tell you something, you back talk. First thing your uncles or your auntie say, that's your mama. You gotta listen anyway. You gotta deal with it anyway. If your mama tell you something, just say okay and keep it moving. Like we gotta get out of that bullshit ass narrative of your mama always right no matter what, because that just gives justification for them to make bad decisions and just for you to deal with it. Like this son husband shit. Like I was talking to my mom the other day, right? And we was talking about this corona shit going on or whatever. And I love my mama to death, but she married and everything. Sometimes she bitched to me about her husband or whatever. He's a typical Pookie Ray Ray ass nigga. And she tell me, like I told y'all, me and my girl go half and half on the bills or whatever. And she be telling me like, oh, he ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do that. But it's like, why I'm your son. Why the fuck you telling me about the nigga you chose? You know what I mean? It's like, I can't do shit. I hope you ain't thinking I'm finna pay. I can get by on my own bills. Like I can't, you know what I mean? I can't worry about two households.
Because what she want. Let me not say that. I ain't talking about your mama.
Nah, go ahead and say that shit.
Look, I told you I love my mom,
Hey,
but it's like
he brought it up. He brought it up. So if he get mad,
because
just don't call out her name, bro. We good.
man, we ain't gonna do all that.
We're not gonna do all that, man. Look, here's the thing. This is what you got to realize, man. What your mama really fantasizing about is you being in the position to where she don't need that nigga for nothing.
Ain't that crazy though?
So
it's like
probably you going over there and whooping his ass.
That too. That too. That's the other part of it.
She put me out for that.
For what? For whooping his ass?
When I was 18, he had like was bad mouthing a real bad and shit. So I had went in the room and told him like watch your fucking mouth or whatever. And like we had gotten to it and shit. And she had like I'll never forget this shit. She was at work that day, but he was talking to one of his homeboys real bad about it or whatever. And I had said like watch your fucking mouth. So he got in my face and shit, and we start, you know what I'm saying? We start tussling or whatever. And my sister had called the police and shit. And we had told my mom what happened. Like I've never been that mad in my life. And the first thing she said when I told her what happened was like, oh, you know, he didn't mean this shit. I fucking lost my mind. So I started turning that whole fucking house up.
Oh, so you lost your mind with her?
No. Basically his belief system got overturned because he thought that he was doing the right thing by basically going at this dude over his mama, and then find out his mama defended him.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and that's when he was introduced to red pill that day, wasn't?
Well,
and what made it?
You gotta understand what the difference is. See, I really don't even. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it. See, you gotta understand. If old boy wasn't laying pipe,
he knows. Yeah. Go ahead.
You could have kicked his ass and threw him up out of the goddamn house.
Big facts.
Yeah, and I'm.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm gonna say this. I mean, real talk. After a situation like that, and you got on your feet, like you actually being very nice. I would real talk, because you got to think about it. What you said in the beginning was she complains to you about him, but you
all
out the house. But I would be like, no, real talk. I'd be like, no, like, love you, but his name better never come out of your mouth in my ears. Because after that situation, you lost the right. So, because you got to think that's her having it both ways, especially if you don't live in her household.
I got to tell you the worst part. So when like the next day or whatever, my auntie had like brought me back over there because I told her I was getting my clothes and shit. Man, do you know she tried to fight me, bro? My own mama she was getting in my face talking about what I think I'm doing and all this, and getting in my face and pushing me and all that shit. And I swear to God, it took everything in my power not to hit her. I love my mama to death, but it's like she was trying to get a reaction. Now I'm talking pushing me.
This is how they operate.
You think you grown and all this shit? Like,
wait a second, Joe. You said your mom tried to fight you?
Yes, sir.
Listen to the surprise in my voice.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, my mom ain't never put hands on me, but Lord knows that the verbal, she don't need to. But I will, so she ain't never done no crazy shit like that. But real talk, that'd be some shit. I'm gonna keep it real. This is why when folks talk about they got mommy issues, and they really don't understand what that means. They act like what it means is you are like cuckified or something by your mom. No, like when you got people like Donovan Sharp and people like that, like, no, there is some fucked up shit that they did. Like, if we go in court and this shit gets revealed, like, the shame would overwhelm them. Like, these are the quote unquote secrets that Danielle is always talking about. Like, they know. This is why when they come on this bitch talk about they surprised. This is why I get mad. Because I'm like, why are you lying? I'm not BGS. I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you through the candy land of bullshit for you to reveal it. Stop lying. I go few good men on these people. Oh my fucking God.
So,
and then, oh yeah, yes, sir.
No. It's the thing about it, and here's the thing: are you tired? Like, I just want to ask you that: are you really tired? Because
me,
yeah, you.
I mean, yeah, I had moved about my mama house like right when that happened, and just I had ended up.
But she knows she still got you because she can still summon you. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, but that's one of my things. Like, My mom played that shit. My mom used to love jumping up in men's faces, and I was the Dark Knight, the goddamn Punisher riding out. Oh my word! And see, that's the thing about it. Like, I'm like, yo, dog. One time we were riding out there. We done fucked up this one dude that my mom was fucking with, and I was like, you know what? I feel like we like her goddamn dogs. Like, and my cousin's like, nah, man. When they disrespect, I said, just think about that. Every time these Negroes get in trouble, they doggone call us. But before the end of the sundown, that nigga's right back in the motherfucking house.
Like it ain't shit, man. I swear to God, man. One time, my mama called the police. My mama called the police because I bullshit you not. The police got this nigga at like 9, 10 o'clock, bro. I bullshit you not. At like 1 o'clock, that motherfucker was right back there. And I asked, I was like, did you press charges? You know what she told me? I didn't want him to lose his job. Oh man, because I was mad in the motherfucker.
You know what I call relationships like that?
You gotta.
You're Borgin, Charles.
Security.
You're Borgin,
I call relationships like that. Let me try going upstairs. Excuse me.
Damn. But yeah, real talk. So what is your? Yeah, go ahead, Charles.
No, I was saying relationships like that. I was saying relationships like that. I call them job security. I love those motherfuckers, man. Like,
here's another one. But what you should. So, what did the other family members say? Because if a situation gets to that extent,
this is the thing. They you know what I'm saying. They try to talk her out of getting up out of there and shit, but it's like she don't listen. And the thing is, like, she's so fucking mind controlled by this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say something, like if she bitch about him to me, and I say something she don't like, she'll get mad at me.
Yeah, because you
like,
ain't.
Okay, you realize that's your fault though, right?
How is it my fault?
Wait. Hey, Joe, ain't you ever dickmatized a woman?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I mean, have you ever done that?
I have no idea.
Have you ever made a woman's leg shake?
I don't know.
You don't know. Oh, come on, man. Either you have or you haven't, man. It ain't something you can miss.
Well, the reason why I said this.
BGS, I want to ask you this too. I want to ask BGS. I want to ask you this too. One time he had punched her in the eye. I had thought about killing him or whatever. And
that's because she liked it.
You're Borgin, Joe.
That's because she likes it.
You're Borgin, Joe. You're Borgin. We can't hear you.
Oh well, you got like a Pookie DEFCON 1 situation.
Yeah. He's not tired of it. He's not tired of it. They're not.
No, well, the reason Joe, he's Borgin. The reason why I said it's his fault is because at the end of the day, you don't. This is not me saying you should talk to your mom at all. But when it comes to that, like that conversation is closed. I don't want to hear his name. I don't care because and I was actually was hesitant to say that because I was gonna say like if he put her if he put his hands on her like for real, you might not wanna your number might want to get missing just to let her know, but that's already happened. So if you're still talking to her about it at the end, because it seems like the majority of the conversation that she's having is probably rotated around him. And what you got to understand is when a woman is putting, whether it's negative or positive energy, it's still energy in a dude. So even the negativity dude, like she's literally turned him into some kind of fucking friend with benefit, friend zone bullshit where you just tell him all your stories about this dude. Like real talk, he should cut that off saying, I don't want to hear nothing about him. I don't know why would you even talk to me about him. I'm not in the house.
That's because she likes it. She wants you to play knight in shining armor. When he gets out of line, you're just the police, only closer.
You go Obsidian, mama.
That's all it is. Like,
put her dick in check, huh?
I tell you, boy.
Okay, my bad, John. My internet signal was fucking up. My bad.
That's what a lot of these women out here. A lot of these women out here, when I see them day in and day out, their sons ready to fight for their mothers, but their mothers keep picking fucked up men. Nobody wants to challenge mama, but guess what? Oh, somebody hit my mama. You know what? Sometimes you gotta be truthful. You hit a grown ass man, and you expect him not to hit you back?
That's what I'm saying, like, bro.
But this is the problem. I'm gonna tell you the same shit I told my best friend the other day. You know what your fault is? You're trying to speak logic to an illogical creature.
But this, like, that's your mom, though, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
see,
you
that's
know what
the
I'm saying?
reason
You
why
got
you stop talking.
One at a time. That's
the reason why you stop talking right there. Because you knew, because what I just said just hit home. And
yeah,
I told him that. I said,
go ahead, let him respond. Let him respond, Charles.
Okay,
ahead,
so
Joe.
like, okay, this is my thing, OG, and hear me out. I feel like at a certain point, because like I realized my mama was like irrational thinking like a long time ago, but this is my thing. I would rather save her from herself before some shit happen that you know what I'm saying, that can't be took back.
Okay,
this
son, Joe, listen to me, man.
Yes, sir.
You're what? You're like 21, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna learn when you get 30, man. You can't save a woman from herself.
Yep. Yeah, nigga, I've tried.
It's just so much shit, bro. So much shit that happened with her, like
Joe,
with her and that nigga. Like,
I stepped away for a second. Did I hear what I thought I just heard?
Go ahead, let him repeat it. Go ahead, let him repeat it.
Repeat what you said.
And you young,
I say a whole bunch of shit. Like this dude, you know what I'm saying? Put his hands on her and shit. Like I can't just let that go. You know what I mean? Like that's some shit. Like
you said something before that. Repeat what you said about you got to save her from herself. Repeat that.
Yeah, because like I knew a long time ago that I was aware that she wasn't like a rational thinker or whatever. So like I'd rather protect her from doing some dumb shit instead of just letting the dumb shit happen and some like she gets seriously hurt or something.
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
Bruh.
You gonna die, man.
Hold on for a second, bro.
Go ahead, angry man.
Bruh. It's not your responsibility to raise your mama.
But it's like that's still my mama though, bro. Like I can't just say fuck
that. What you absolutely
while I drink this tea.
Hold a second. I'm gonna bring everybody else. I'm gonna let Valdez talk to him. Okay, you guys come back up in a minute because I know you guys gonna want to jump in.
Bro,
go ahead, Valdez.
What in the hell does her being your mama? Okay, number one, the fact that she's your mama already speaks volumes. She's supposed to give you guidance, not the other way around. She's supposed to be the level-headed one, not the other way around. It's not your responsibility as a young man to be trying to babysit your mama.
You right.
That's ridiculous. And look, this shit with young black men has gone on for too fucking long, man. Y'all got to stop thinking that. Now, here's the thing. If your mama is elderly, if your mama's old, she's elderly or some shit like that, then yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense for you to look after to have your mama stay at your house and look after, make sure she take a medication and shit like that when she's an old woman. But if your mama is young and able-bodied, you're not supposed to be running behind her, making sure that she doing what she's supposed to do and ain't doing shit she's supposed to do.
This is my thing though. Okay, like we always say, we say girls perform actions off of emotions, right?
And
so if I know she ain't in the right frame of mind and making a fucked up decision, why wouldn't I just, you know what I'm saying, like step in to make sure she don't do something dumb?
Does your mama have a man?
Yes, sir.
That's not your place then.
But I wouldn't really call him a man though. He do everything a bitch do. Like he live like a bitch, he act like a bitch.
Wait.
Okay.
So let me get this straight.
He's basically a bitch in a man's body.
Joe, you got to remember he has sons that are almost your age. Okay, listen to him.
You're okay. Okay, here we go again with you trying to police what your mama did. Your mama picked him. So number one,
you right.
Your mom is in a relationship with a man, and look, here's the thing. Look, I can't proclaim to know how it feels to have, I've only been in one situation where my mother was, married to another dude and shit. And I understood. Look, it's not your place. That's not your place. Like for real. Like
but Valdez, let me ask you something real quick. I heard everything you saying, but check this out. If one day you see your mom and she got glasses on, and your little sister call you and tell you a motherfucker hit her in her eye, and her eye black and swole, what would be your reaction? And you as a son, listen. Regardless of the red pill shit, what would you as a son do if a motherfucker told you somebody punched your mom in the eye?
Let him answer.
First of all, it ain't no such thing as regardless of the fucking red pill. Red pill is reality, nigga. What do you mean regardless of the red pill? That don't even make sense. First thing I would ask you,
because I know y'all
is she walking around with glasses on and a black eye and she hasn't contacted the police?
That means she wants to put her. I'm gonna tell you something, Joe, because not only do I have a mother and sisters and daughters, right? Say you do something to this dude, right? Say you do something to this dude to the point where you gotta do some time, right?
Oh man, I thought about it so many times.
Let me finish. Joe, shut up and let me finish.
Okay.
Because you young, you don't really know women. I can tell you don't really know women. Okay. This is the kind of dude that she likes. And Valdez can tell you, if you get rid of one, guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna pick up one that's the same or worse. You can't raise your mama. You can't determine what kind of man that your mama likes. Just like your mama can't tell you what kind of woman that you like. Can your mama tell you what kind of woman you like?
No.
Can she tell you what to put up with from your woman?
No.
So if
she be trying to.
But do you listen? But the thing is, at the end of the day, who has to make the goddamn decision? You or her? You. So in other words, if your woman, say you crazy, you get pussy whipped by a woman, right? She can do no wrong, right? And she go upside your head with a bat, and you in the hospital, and your mama's healing your wounds and said, "Baby, don't go back to that woman." And you say, "Ma, but I love her." And I think I could work. But I think I could work. Let me say, I think I could work it out. And you went back to that woman. Should your mama come back and try to do something to that woman because you decided to go back?
No,
same thing. That's what he's trying to tell you. Go ahead, Valdez, and then Kendra, and then I'm gonna let other people back up. Let me ask you a question, bro. So, look, if I'm standing there and somebody, some stranger just tries to attack my mama. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not gonna let that happen, right? But if you are a grown man and you living in your fucking house and your mama's in a relationship with a dude and they live in a house together and she calls you up on some, he did so-and-so to me, you supposed to be like, well, call the police. Because guess what? If your mama showed up one day with fucking glasses on and she got a black eye and she didn't call the police, why should you do something about it? Because guess what? If you took your black ass over to your mama's house and started talking shit to her, she gonna call them on you.
You right.
Isn't she?
Yeah, you right.
You go over there and show your ass, what's she gonna do?
Get mad at me and try to, you know what I'm saying, try to combat me and shit.
Try to do some more extra shit. So no, don't put yourself on a fucking dummy mission because what'll happen is just like what BGS said. You fucking do something to that man, and if you injure him really bad while you're in jail, she gonna nurse his ass back to health.
Okay, I'll find
like ain't shit happen.
Like ain't nothing happened. Mm-hmm. Don't ever look. My mama don't really date nobody now. She used to date dudes and shit. That ain't none of my business, man. I don't put my nose in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want her knowing my shit. You feel me? So barring anything that's extreme, you feel what I'm saying? If it's something extreme, look, she's a freaking woman. If she called the police, they'll be over there in 5 seconds flat. They're ready to lock up whoever.
Oh, me. You right.
Yeah. Go jump in, Kendra.
Yeah, I was gonna let Valdez handled it, but it just spoke to me what the young man is talking about. And I know
Mm-hmm.
you're a young man. Listen, I was in your shoes, Joe. I was in your shoes, brother. You cannot save her. You cannot save your mother, and you should not save your mother. And I understand that they put guilt trips and they make you feel like if you don't save them, if you don't help them, if you're not their safety net, if you don't back them up, then you don't love them.
That's exactly what it.
But
That's what it feels like.
That is not true. That is a warped definition of love. And you're going to have to start thinking of your mother as a woman and not as your mother.
Exactly.
And it may be difficult for you to do, but it is possible. Listen, I grew up in a domestically violent home. My daddy used to beat the hell out of my mom. And when I was little, I used to try to defend her because I didn't understand, all I saw was the violence, right? But at about 11 or 12, after I got put through a wall by my father, I had to come to a realization. She liked that. She never left them. She always went back to him whenever they separated or anything like that. She tried to keep that dude around. And I never used to understand. And I had to come to the realization that she likes that. She is grown. She quick to tell you she grown, but she wants to not have agency for her decisions when it don't go her way. And she want to use you as a proxy husband and a guard dog and an attack dog to get some stuff straight when she can't get it straight. The nigga that she picked, she liked that nigga. She might even love that nigga. And no matter what he's doing with her, she stay for it. Your mother is a grown woman and she has her own life to live, and you are not responsible. I don't care what she say to you. I don't care what kind of guilt trip she put. I don't care what kind of tantrum she throw. You are not responsible for her decisions, and you are not responsible for saving her from the consequences of her decisions. If she fall, let her fall. And it may seem like it hurtful or cruel or like you just can't leave your mama like that. Yes, you can. You can leave your mama, and you must leave her to her own devices because your sacrifice will go in vain. She is not gonna honor your no sacrifice you make for her. She not gonna honor. It's never gonna be enough. You're never gonna be doing enough. She always gonna be able to tell you you ain't this and you ain't that and what you're not doing for her, even though you know you're doing way more for her than what you even supposed to do or what's even in your wheelhouse.
Joe, do you have kids?
No, sir.
You don't got no kids. You in a relationship?
Yeah, live with my gift.
Okay, so do your girl got kids?
No, sir.
Now think about it like this: what would happen? What position would you be in if, let's say, for argument's sake, your girl had a kid, had a son, and you with your girl for from now until or whatever until he became a teenager? Do you realize that her son would probably think you was a bitch ass nigga?
Really?
Oh, you young. You're young. You're young.
And what would you think if you got into a disagreement with her over something? Y'all get into a little scuffle or whatever, and then her son want to blow your head off.
That'll be the exact same thing that I was thinking about when I was growing up, when the stuff was happening to my mom.
See, this is why. See, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, BGS.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is the main reason why I have a problem with the whole concept of single mamaism. Mm-hmm. Because their fucked up choices has psychological effects on young men that are life-changing fucking events. Like this dude, like right now, you based upon the decisions your mama make, in a hot second, you about to fucking ruin your whole life because of her fucked up mistakes. Like, no, dude, it don't work that way. Look, my mama is the queen of guilting niggas and shit. She'll hit you with the Bible and everything. You know, honor thy mother and father. She'll hit you with all that shit. And I'll tell you like I told her. Because one day we got into a disagreement and she said, I gave you life. And I said, so am I supposed to repay you with it?
That's what it really feels like.
And she was stuck. She didn't know what the fuck to say. Because that's real shit. Am I supposed to repay you with it?
But it's just like, I like, sometimes I wonder, like, and it's like something that always be at the back of my mind. Like, what if one day, because like I said, I live on my own and stuff with my girl or whatever. What if one day, like, my sister called me and say, oh, such and such did this to mama and she in the hospital in critical condition. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I know if I ever hear some shit like that, I'm going to kill that nigga. I will kill him.
Let him finish the angry man, and then he's gonna reply, and then you
I swear to God, on everything I love, I done thought about smoking this nigga like 2 or 3 times. On everything I love.
Hey,
and one time I was really on that shit, and my girl had to talk me out of it. Like, she kept talking me out.
She did the right thing. She did the right thing. Go ahead, Valdez.
You said what if somebody called you one day and she was in the hospital? What if St. Anne's was pots and pans? We'd be in the fucking kitchen. What if the moon was made out of green cheese? What if the sea was made out of soda pop? Nigga, what the fuck you mean, what if? Why even put that energy into the universe, fam? Why even sit there and think what if
man, I be hearing these stories about how that stuff be happening. I just be like, oh man.
Wait.
What is this? What is this?
Let me ask him a question real quick, Valdez. You're willing to murder and die and go to prison for the rest of your life for your mama, but your mama's not willing to leave that man to keep you from dying or going to prison for her.
Cause she hypnotized right now.
No. Oh my God. This is hold on. Let me jump in here real quick. This is a good one. I'm glad you're being open with this, because there is a lot of motherfuckers that's going through this, and you. It's not even about you being young. This niggas is this angry man in BGS's age that think the same way. Trust me. So this is good for the audience. You have had the benefit, as unfortunately we all have, of seeing people like I'm forgetting, like Trayvon Martin, you know, all these people that died, you know, black men have been shot by the police, killed, I can't breathe, all of that. They parents moved the fuck on. I hate to say it like that, but it's the same. I'm not trying to say they completely move on, but it's like they cry saying, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord." A check gets cut, and then it happens again, and then again, and then again, and it's always the same exact pattern. Dude, I'm not trying to tell you how to feel about your mama, but what you need to understand is you're romanticizing being a kamikaze. That dude is not hitting her. She's hitting herself. Like, I need you to really be clear about that. So really, this is not even about that dude, and this is really not even about her. This is about you wanting to feeling the need to prove your manhood to your mom, because his
mom picked that man over her. He don't understand it.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to tell you that. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna back off, because I know everybody got something to say. Some of it may be more more significant than me. You gonna wake up one day, and you ain't gonna do something to that dude. You gonna wake up one day, and your hands gonna be around your mama's throat, because what's gonna happen is, especially the way you saying this, is something's gonna snap. And then you gonna be, it's just like how a lot of these dudes be getting when they get beta. You know, these dudes, they start shooting up, you know, betas like, oh, you women never paid attention to me.
See, now that's some dumb shit.
But what I'm saying is you're not going to do that. That's not what I said. You're not going to do that. What's going to happen is a situation's going to happen. You're going to get mad. and then that target at home and missile is not gonna be on that dude, or it may not be on that dude last. It's gonna be on your mom because it's gonna click, and when it clicks, it's gonna click in the wrong time. She chose all these dudes over you, and then when you in that blind rage, you gonna be hypnotized in anger, just like she hypnotized, and your ass gonna be in jail or be on an episode of fucking Snapped. You know. Anyway,
the good book. Because most of you niggas is Christians anyway.
You ain't shit.
The good book says that a man shall leave his mother and cleave to his wife. Okay, bruh.
Correct.
Your mama's not your fucking wife, nigga.
No.
Did you hear
what you're talking about right now is you're talking like the shit, like the energy you putting out is ex-boyfriend energy, my nigga.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's like a jealous ex-boyfriend.
Did you hear?
No, it's just I got little brothers. I got little brothers and a sister, and like they growing up seeing that goofy ass shit.
Your mama doesn't give a fuck, man.
You cannot take responsibility. Look, Joe. You were just finished saying a second ago how literally you said red pill aside, right? There is no such thing as red pill aside. Literally, this is what we talk about in the sphere. Literally, this is what we're actually talking about. You need to remember that your subjective experience, ironically, matches with the overall experience a lot of Black men are going through in this country who have moms just like yours. And we collectively say exactly what he just said.
Hold on, Charles. Hold on, Charles. Let Nameless finish, and you're next. Finish, Nameless.
You just literally finished saying what a lot of maggles indirectly say. And feel, I'm not calling you a MAGA when I say this. I just want you to observe the conditioning. You have to let her take responsibility for her own actions, period. You are not her guardian. You are not her legal adult. She is not a minor. That is the same thing we say towards Black women as an aggregate. You cannot be red pill to everybody else and then suddenly make these exceptions about being red pill elsewhere.
Exactly.
It's across the board.
Blue pill for your mama.
Not even for your mama.
Not
even for your mama.
Not for her. She is literally a rite of passage for your red pill.
Is there a special rule for your mama?
And that's
because this the thing. This the thing. It's easy to say fuck a bitch.
There is no thing. Joe.
Hold on. Let
I just want to complete my thought here because I was trying to finish this thought. The fact of the matter is, for the vast majority of Black men, your red pill initiation is facing your mother. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
It's easy. It's easy. How's everybody? Look, the red pill easy to say and use against any regular bitch. But this is what I'm saying. This is like the person who gave birth to you. Now look, I'm not trying to sound like a simple none of this shit, but it's you know how y'all say that shit. Your mother is your mama is your first. Your mama is your first teacher or whatever.
And
like,
which is why she's
what is she teaching you now, dude?
I can't.
What is she teaching you now?
Nothing. Now,
so you don't have kids, so which is why I said a lot of guys that don't have kids don't understand. A lot of guys don't have kids.
Okay, well, BJ, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Sir.
Okay, so just think about it like this.
You know what? My own mother, right? Married my father twice, and my father has put hands on my mother. Okay. That's why she left him the first time. Guess what she did? Exactly what Angry Man said. She went back and married him again, right? And when she married him, you know what I told her? Every time she complained about him, you know what I say to her?
Is she chose to do it?
No. I said she complained about it. I said, ain't that your name on that paper? You signed up for this. This is what you want. So deal with it. Your mama signed up for this. Your mama is signed up for this, regardless of what she doesn't even give a fuck of what it's doing to you guys. Your mama's not hypnotized. She knows perfectly well what she's doing. She's choosing her feelings over you. That's what she's doing.
Here's my question.
And then Charles, go ahead.
Here's the question ain't nobody gonna ask him. What do your mama be doing for her to go upside her head?
Is it? Yeah, that's true.
Like how she be acting or whatever?
Yeah.
Like my mama, like I said, I love her to death, but she one of those, and you know what I'm saying? She one of those, like she one of them. She one of the ones that be like, I'm your mother and your father type shit. But the nigga, he one of them like he like a Pookie Ray ass nigga.
No, that ain't what I asked you.
Tell the truth, man.
See, that's not what I asked you.
Yeah, she wanted she get in your face and shit. She get in your face and shit.
So 9 times out of 10, she's probably provoking him. And I'm not saying that he should do that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that's usually the end result of that type of shit if you dealing with a certain type of man. So my thing is like what I can't understand is look, and my second son is like this with his mom. You know, there was one little incident that happened, and he called me up all upset. If somebody do something to my mama, and I just hung the phone up on him. He's like, "Why I hang up? Because I don't want to hear that stupid shit. I don't want to hear that dumbass fucking shit. Like, I don't know what this shit is with black boys and their fucking need to jump off a goddamn cliff and sacrifice themselves on the altar of single mamas. I don't know what the fuck that shit's about. But it needs to come to a goddamn stop because half the time you niggas is trying to sacrifice yourself for one of the most selfish fucking creatures walking the goddamn globe. She'll call the goddamn cops on you faster than she'll call the cops on that motherfucker going upside your damn head.
Yep.
So you gotta.
I want to say. Look, hold on, real quick. I want to say one more thing before y'all continue.
Wait a minute. Let me say this.
Real quick, because Charles is waiting. He's been waiting for like 20 minutes.
Let me say this: when you talking all that goofy shit about these special fucking rules and shit, well, that's the woman that gave birth to you. So the fuck what? So what? You know what? That shit ain't unique, my nigga. She gave birth to you just like a million other fucking women gave birth to a million other motherfuckers. That's not a unique thing. It's not a special thing. What's special is how the fuck she treats your ass after your ass is here, nigga. And if she's running around here making decisions like that and doing stupid shit like that, she doesn't give a fuck what she's doing. Why should you give a fuck if she don't?
You're right. I just keep thinking some just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You know what happened.
Go get in, Charles. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Birthday Wednesday, but
Hey, happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Thanks. 38 looks so great, but
40 coming up in your mirror, man. Not in your mirror, but like headlights.
40's in the fucking vestibule asking for sugar. And that's showing my age. I still know what a fucking vestibule is.
Ain't lying.
But on a serious note, I'm going to tell you a little thing that, you're about what, 21, 22? Your mother is going to hold you. The way you describing your mother, you have yet to say anything positive about her.
I mean, she was a good mama. As far as like, I guess.
She cannot be a good mama if she's picking fucked up dudes. Get that shit out your brain cells right now. There is no way you can have great attributes and you're picking men who fucking who look at you as a sparring partner and not a goddamn spouse. That's bullshit. I've been to calls like this all the time. Like, yo, why you keep calling us? You're not gonna. I'm gonna lock the motherfucker up. I'm gonna press charges regardless if you want it or not. And they're gonna show up. Guess what? At court, holding hands, kissing. You're just gonna be the dumb motherfucker who's gonna get locked up, and she'll turn on you. You know why? Because dick matters. It sounds cruel. It sounds fucked up, but it's true. Your mom, you stop. See, this is like, and I'm glad somebody said it earlier because that's what I had to learn in my life and was told. You need to start viewing your mother like any other motherfucking woman.
Okay.
You know why? Because your mom's ratchet. No offense, of course, but I'm just being truthful. Your mom's ratchet. If she's picking a man like that, and how old are your brothers and sisters?
4, 6, and my sister is 17.
And are these children? Are any of these children by him?
My 2 little brothers are.
Oh Lord.
So.
And you know what's sad? You know what's aiming to cut you off? they don't. I love my little brother's death. Those are some fucked up little dudes though. Like they do not respect no type of.
Dude, can I be brutally honest with you?
Yeah.
Look who the fuck they side from.
They act just like, man.
So you go to play Clark Kent, get the fuck out the phone booth, put the suit back on, and take your ass to the fucking Daily Planet.
Basically, Joe, that's not your family anymore, man.
That's not your family, because guess what? If you get a girl and you jumping for your mother all the time, that woman has a right to leave you.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Joe. Would you marry a woman like your mama?
Hell no.
Why the fuck would you save a motherfucker like that?
I'll lose my fucking mind. I'll lose my mind.
Why are you gonna die for her though?
But you wait a minute. Wait.
Angry man is about to say exactly what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
You know how to pull that card, you angry man. You know how to pull that card, right?
So you wouldn't marry a woman like dear old mom, but
you know what's even more fucked up? You know what's even more fucked up?
One at a time, y'all.
Wait a minute, I gotta say this shit.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't. So she evidently is so fucked up that you wouldn't marry her, but you charge a little buddy up for going the fuck off.
No, because this is my thing. This is my thing. So my mama. Look, I love my mama to death, but this is the thing. I wouldn't, if I was mad, even though she got me mad, I wouldn't haul off and just hit her in her shit. Like, look, this is the thing. My girlfriend introverted. My girlfriend introverted as a motherfucker. Even when I be mad at her, like I had time where I'd be like, I'll knock your ass out, but it's like I would never actually knock her ass out.
What
you know what I mean?
What if your girlfriend was like your mama?
Should I be gone, nigga? Bags packed, nigga, no question.
But here's the problem, Joe. Joe, earlier you said you were willing to go to jail and catch a case over something that centered around her, right? Right?
But because I don't want her to die.
You would never let any other human being do this to you. But if she was in a position, you would be willing to give up everything just because it's her.
He know his mama is. Look, man.
I want you to see where those lines of power are drawn from, man.
I just don't. I just don't want to wake up one day and hear about her on the news about.
It is not going to be your fault.
Hey, guess what,
she
bro?
could get hit by a car right now.
Guess what, bro? I got some bad news for you. One of these days, your mama gonna die. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully from old age, but
that's what I pray to God. That's what it is. Old age.
But it's a reality. You go look, man. Bro, everything that you're saying screams gynocentric programming, bro.
But this thing, I don't have no problem saying fuck a nigga or fuck a bitch, though. That's easy. Like, I don't have no problem with that.
Why don't you move homeboy out and go marry your mama?
That's
really. That shit.
Joe, what's more important? Like. Joe, what's more important? If you're on the range and you have 100% accuracy, right? I don't care what the fuck you shoot. You're training with the weapon so that when it comes down to saving your life, you can do what you need to do, right? Right? So what is the point of having a 100% accuracy on the range and in every single firefight, you can't hit shit? This is what you sound like right now, fam.
You're right.
Yeah, Perfect Blackness, jump in.
Yeah, gentlemen, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you. You got to speak up, man. Kind of muffled.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
All right. Look, man, I here in Chicago, I counsel guys just like Joe. Okay, and I've been doing it for a long time. Look here, man. You know he's a golden example, a prime golden example of just why older black men. You know, I'm 45. Older black men need to take young black guys like that up under their wing. Okay. And, you know, I spent 10 years in the Army. And one of the reasons why they are so effective in indoctrinating you and training you, because they take you far, far away from the bullshit and fuckery that you were raised with. And one of the things that I always, especially guys his age, Joe, you what, 20, 21?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I tell fellas like you is that one, and I don't say this around their mother. I always tell them I get them away from their mother. Is get them away from get them as far away from their mother as possible, for as long as possible. Is that what you need to do? Is get away from your mother as far away. Get out of the city. Get out of the goddamn state, because you need to detox. And it's not your fault, because it is what it is. But I call you need a mommy detox. And this is a prime example of the future of black men that the older generation has to look forward to. Actually, it makes me sad. It really makes me sad because he means well, and he's totally honest. But a lot of the things that he say, you can't really see. I guess the gynocentric foundation from which it comes from. And that's why he needs to get away. Get away from his mother, even change the number, call her whenever you want to see how she's doing, but only do that once a week. Because it's clear. I'm serious, man. I mean that with all my heart. Brother, get away from me. I'm not saying your mother's bad or anything like that, but bro, you got to get away from her. Because she gonna mess around and destroy you. She gonna mess around and destroy you, man. Your growth has already been stunted. Already. I mean, you on the one hand, you said you would never date a woman like your mother, but you want to hurry up and go and try to save her from her own fuckery.
But he is dating his mama
vicariously.
Hell no! Hell no!
Do you see the?
How often do you talk to your mom?
But Joe, don't you see the problem with that?
Like,
I mean, do you see the problem with that? And
you saying it's hypocritical that I'm saying on one hand I wouldn't do that, but at the same time I'm trying to protect the person who actually doing that shit.
It goes beyond hypocrisy. This here, it goes straight to your development as a man. You are in a critical stage of your masculine growth. And I understand we live in a society where they teach you to suppress your masculinity, and I'm telling you that in and of itself is toxic. And that's sick.
Okay.
How often? Way so you can stretch yourself, find yourself, and rediscover your masculinity that you have been told to suppress all your life.
How often do you talk to your mama?
Like every couple of days.
Yep.
And that's too much. That's too much, son. Look, man, I got nephews your age, man. And I'm telling I have the same discussion with them, but she is so much of a power over them, and they can't do anything, nothing. I got one that's 23. He can't do nothing. Live with his mother. Straight A.
See, that's crazy.
And can't do nothing. The other ones don't live with her, but they can't do nothing. And I'm begging them, dude, get away from your mother. Get away. You would never ever see your potential as a real masculine man so long as you calling your mother 3 and 4 times a week.
And then can I say one more thing too? Like after I had got my apartment with my girl or whatever, I had bought me a charger or whatever, right? And like this is the thing. When I was getting it or whatever, I was telling her because she asked what kind of car I was getting, because she asked me what I was doing that day. I said, I'm finna go get me a car. And I had told her what kind. It was a white and black Dodge Charger or whatever. And you know what she told me? Why would you get that kind of car? Somebody gonna kill you. She ain't say, oh, congratulations that you getting you a, you know what I'm saying, a nice looking car or whatever. She said, why are you wasting your money on that type of car and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like when I try to do shit for the, you know what I'm saying, that I want or for the betterment of myself or whatever, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. But then it's like, if I'm just staying the same and stagnant and shit, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's acceptable. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. The more that you talk, and even what you just said there, that is just proof in and of itself. You really, really have a deep-seated drive for your mother's acceptance.
Yep.
And that is unhealthy. That's unhealthy. That's not good.
Yeah, we're gonna get in Artisan and Michael. Artisan first. Go ahead.
I'll go and drop down and get somebody else in.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, panel? You guys hear me?
What up, we got you.
Hey, peace to everybody.
Fellas, go ahead.
I just want to join in on the intervention because I can say that at some point in my life I was Joe. That was the home I was growing up in, and the things that Angry Man and Kendra said were 100% on point. You cannot say it or stop doing that shit. The thing you need to be thinking about, Joe, is like the last brother was just saying, your own mental health, to get away from your mother and get your own masculine legs under yourself. But the other thing is to make sure you don't let that bullshit that she's doing infect you and you start acting that shit out on other people. Because that's the real problem in that shit. It's so much of a poisonous dysfunction that because you witness it, because she tried to do it to you when you moved out, you will reenact that shit. You may reenact that shit already. You already said something about wanting to go upside your chick here. You need to check that shit because that is a poisonous influence on you. That is a poisonous influence on you. Please, I plead with you, brother. Get that shit away from you. You got to. That's the only way you're gonna save your fucking self, dude. For real. You have to. Because I can tell you from my experience with my mother, she had a bunch of abusive dudes. One of them got to the point where he actually stabbed her.
See what I'm saying? And it's like, why? Why?
Now look, this is the thing. I can tell you this because she picked that nigga. This is some dude fresh out of prison in Chicago, a black gorilla, all this bullshit, like to drink and do drugs. He dicked her down one night and he was staying there from then on. And she let him drive the car and all that shit. He come back high, they get into an argument. Next thing I see is people running past my door with a knife out and my mother laying on the floor. Now, because I said I wanted to kill that man, and me and my brother was looking for that motherfucker to do something, she wanted us to go to counseling.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Now, what happened in counseling?
See,
I talked to this dude because he called the house and I talked to him. And you know what he told me? Your mother stabbed me with a fork.
Damn.
And I was like, what? That don't matter. But as I got older, I thought about it. My mother liked fighting. She talked a lot of shit to everybody. And she liked bullying motherfuckers.
Exactly.
She did it to every boyfriend that she was with. Talk crazy to them, all kinds of ways, like they child. Even the one she got right now, talk to him like he a child. He older than her. That's how she get down. You can't change that shit. I had to accept the fact that I couldn't change that shit. She is just my mother because I came out of her vagina, which ain't a miracle. If you get any chick pregnant, she'll pop out a baby in 9 months. It happens, okay? Like Angry Man said, how she treats you determine if she's a good woman. She was 50-50. Most shit was fucked up, right? You have to accept that shit, dude. That's the thing you have to get over as a man. You have to get over this mother complex that she could do no wrong and she's an innocent snowflake and everything just happens to her. Bullshit. My mother picked every one of them trifling ass dudes. That's what she likes. She likes to be in control.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I know my mama ain't innocent as far as like letting that shit happen and stuff like that, or even instigating some of the shit sometimes or whatever. But it's just this is my thing. I don't look at it. It's just like, oh, it's my mama, and that's the end of it. I look at it like, if something happened to her, I gotta worry about my two little brothers and my sister and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing. That's kind of bullshit because if you was really worried about your little brother and sister, you'd take them out of that house because your mother is still having those kids in that house dealing with that same bullshit. They gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, and why did you?
They already fucked up. My two little brothers I love them to death.
Already said it.
She don't give a fuck about them, man.
She don't give a fuck about them because you know what raises bad little kids? No discipline. If she ain't showing no discipline in her relationship,
the little brother and little sister are belong to him.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. She's gonna be with that motherfucker forever.
Because those
so you might as well
by those kids. That's not your family anymore, dude.
No, you're not the daddy in that situation. You cannot save your mama. If your mama's still looking for her damn daddy, she needs to talk to her mama.
Let me ask you a question, Joe. Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
How long do you think birthing? What's the price tag on that?
Having a kid?
Let's say your mama gave you life, right? Oh, she birthed you. She didn't give you life. She birthed you. What's the expiration date on that?
As soon as I'm born, shit. Or actually, as soon as I come into the world, I guess.
Because her payment forward is that her mother did her right. Do you follow me? Meaning this, her expiration date of being a mother is actually 13, because you're supposed to go with the father. That's when you be off doing your trials to become a man. She's supposed to hand you off 12 or 13, depending on the environment that you live in. She got you for 12 or 13 years. That's all she's supposed to have you for. Most of these black women got these niggas all the way up to fucking 24 or 34. That's why they so can't be no man. Can't just sit there and take it. If you over there gonna pop a dude and be locked up in jail, and can't nobody go help your sister out. Let me tell you something. I remember my ex-wife told me this one time. I'm sitting at home. I went to see my kids, so I'm sitting at her kitchen table. I was on my computer. So my kids came in, and I told my daughter, I said, she wanted to take ballet lessons, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, hey, if you take ballet lessons, I want you to take salsa lessons, right? Well, I don't know why I got to do this. I was, her and I went back and forth. I said, you do something I want, I can give you something else. You do something I want, I can give you something you want, right? So she walks off, and she says, I don't know why you're trying to force this girl to do something. I says, so we had a discussion about that, and I don't want to go too deep into detail about it. And she made this comment. She said to me, I said to her, I says, all I'm thinking about is my children first. So for their future, what they want to be when they're 30 something, not as a kid, right? And she said, you're gonna make them be selfish. And I said, there ain't a damn thing wrong with being selfish and putting yourself first to get the things that you want. That little girl want to be married one day, likes to dance. How the hell is she gonna be married and a dancer if she don't fucking start? Do you follow me, man?
Yeah.
Black women think that if you don't put yourself first to go get the things you want, like you said about your mama in that car, your mama was mad that you put yourself first. I don't even talk to my mama. And I'm gonna tell you right now, wholeheartedly, I had a very good mother. The worst thing my mama ever did to me was keep me from going to public school because she thought I was getting a better education out of private school. That's the worst my mom ever did to me. So I had an amazing mother. And when I hear stories from you guys, man, you have an ability, you have the chance to break the cycle. My parents grew up in that shit. You have the ability to be something better. Angry Man made a good point about this one time. He said, as a black man, most black dudes got to deal with shit that other demographics don't have to deal with. If you was a poor white boy, you wouldn't be dealing with this shit right here. I promise you would. You wouldn't even be more concerned about going over here trying to save your mama. Them boys know that they know their mama like that shit.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, give me 1 second. You got too much stuff ahead of you. You almost about to finish your degree. We done had a conversation with you about you and your girl, making sure you're strapping it up. We done had other knowledge in you. You telling me you'll throw all this information and all this wealth of red pill and jewels we've invested in you in the last 6 months. Mm-hmm. You'll throw that all away because your mom decided to do something that he chose to do?
No.
She'll sabotage you. You got to get away.
I'm trying to tell you.
She will sabotage your ass.
You are valuable. That's why this space is created. This is why we have this space. I don't give a fuck if we don't say nobody else. If we can come up here and save Joe ass, Joe, and Joe can go live his life and have a normal family, and he can be an example to his children, then we did our job.
Joe, what's happening now is your mom is serving as a kill switch for everything you've built.
Yep.
And I know you would never put yourself in a situation where anybody else would have the ability to compromise the fortress you've built. But what your mom has is literally a skeleton key to get in the front gate whenever the hell she feels like it. And you're not recognizing this is exactly what people in the chat are talking about when they mention cognitive dissonance. This is exactly what we deal with when we confront women controlled by the gynocracy. This is literally that conditioning that's in the back of your brain and that emotional part of your brain. I'm not calling you an emotional person. I'm saying it's that embedded because you've been indoctrinated in it since you were a child, since you were an infant. This is literally what you came from. This is precisely why we're here speaking about the gynocracy the way we do. And this is why, again, I told you earlier, you need to use your mother as your initiation into this knowledge. Otherwise, it's worthless. Because again, why train 100% accuracy on the range only to
not be able to shoot nothing?
That's exactly what's happening, Joe. I know Art of Edmore is on here.
He's at work, so we're going to let him jump in. Go ahead, Art.
Oh, okay. All right. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know right now, this is your red pill moment. Because out of your whole entire red pill experience, the one major thing about it is overcoming your mother. Your mother is your God, and you're going to have to kill God. You're going to have to kill that idea of her being your God, because that's all this what it is to you. She's your God. This is why you want to protect her from herself and doing all this. She is a woman. She is another person. Her job raising you ended at 18. Now she's just a person. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You're grown now. She's grown. She makes her own decisions in her life, just like you make your own decisions. If she makes fucked up decisions, that's on her. It's not your job to come back and fix it.
You're right.
It is not your job to make her do right. Because you can't. She's an individual. She does her own thing, just like you.
And something else that's crazy too. Like my dad was like the only person I talked to about that. But y'all, exactly what y'all saying is reassuring because he literally said the exact same thing. He was like, because I had a conversation with him one day. He was like, I had asked him, I was like, don't that piss you off that that's happening? He said, no. I was like, why not? He was like, why the fuck would I be mad? Because he was like, you my son. He was like, if ain't shit happening to you, you don't even live there no more. I ain't got to worry about you. Why the fuck would I care what happened to her? He's like, if she putting herself in that situation,
that's your dad.
He's like,
that's your daddy. That's daddy talking.
He said, you a grown ass man. Why the fuck you trying to come to the rescue with somebody that don't want to help themselves? He's like, what the fuck that make you look like?
So how come you're not listening to your dad?
Because when he was saying it, it didn't sink. When he said it, it didn't sink in. I just assumed he was just being an asshole about it. Like he didn't give a fuck.
But he knows your mama better than you do.
You right.
He's siding out, motherfucker.
Right. What I'm saying, like y'all saying that shit, it's just I'm telling you, it's literally just
why the fuck do you think he bounced?
Exactly. Because he didn't want to deal with this shit.
Exactly. Go ahead, Artisan, and then Art.
Joe, you have to understand that feeling that you have in the back that your daddy was just being an asshole with you. That's part of that programming. Part of that programming is for you to discount anything that a man tells you because it didn't come through a woman's mouth first. That's part of that program. But you have to understand, just like BGS hit on before I said it, there's a reason your daddy ain't there. And he know why he ain't there. Right. You should ask him that shit. Because you actually have a relationship with him where you can actually talk to him. You should be listening to your daddy.
Hold on, Joe. Joe. Listen. You got to do more listening than talking, Joe.
Right.
Okay.
You have to understand the biggest argument, the biggest misconception I got from my father about my father was from my mother. Until I realized I don't know shit about this man really, because everything I know about him is what she told me. Until I talked to him. I talked to him and got on the level with him. Pop's cool as hell. He a father to a bunch of damn kids. Pseudo father to a bunch of kids, right? You know what my mother did when she found out I was talking to him? Lost her shit. Why? Because you talking to him. Just because I'm talking to him, you tripping. You trying to hide some shit. That's what it sounds like. You need to be listening to your father. And that's that first level of programming that dudes always run into. They always got some greasy shit to say about their daddy. Oh, he wasn't there and all the rest of that shit. Man, that ain't got nothing to fucking do with you. That got to do with him, his dick, and the woman he was messing with. That ain't got nothing to do with you. But if you talk to him, you find out the real story. You need to be able to listen to men. You have to rely on that shit because that's what you're supposed to be growing up to be, a man, not a woman. You can't do shit with all that female programming you got. You gotta deprogram that shit. That red pill is you deprogramming from all that gynocentric shit and getting onto some masculine shit to understand that men actually know what the fuck they're talking about because they're actually men, and that's what you want to grow into. But if you want to grow into some soy boy, keep listening to that shit. Go ahead, be the attack dog for your mama.
One time, I had invited my dad over my house or whatever, and my girl had went downstairs. She because my mama had she I don't know what it was for, but she asked why I pick up. She asked my girlfriend why I pick up my phone or whatever, and my girl had told her because I'm upstairs with my dad or whatever. And you know what she said? You know, man, you know what my mama said? Oh, like it was a, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't supposed to happen or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if she meant it like that, but it was just like, oh, like
hush fell over the crowd. Like,
yeah, basically.
God,
all right, let me say this one last thing because I gotta get back to work. All right, Joe, listen, you need to stop entertaining your mother's bullshit. You may need to start cutting off your damn mother because what the guys are saying to you is right. She's just using you as a fucking friends with benefits. She's putting all her frustration with that dude she's dealing with onto you, and you are just being a bleeding fucking ear. Stop being her bleeding fucking ear. Okay. Just tell your mother, like, listen, if you don't like the dude, leave him. If he's beating on you, leave him. Other than that, I don't want to hear the shit. And that's all you gotta tell her. And whenever she starts bringing it up, just say, Mom, I don't want to hear that shit. If you talk about the shit, I'm gone. And then just leave.
Okay.
Make her be accountable for her own damn self. You don't have to be her damn saving grace.
Stop making your mom your woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this one last thing. Artist MC, I'm gonna bring out another anime collection video tomorrow, so you can watch it. Anger Man, you still ain't shit. And Charles Faulkner, stop hiding from the Madden, because I beat your ass last time. All right, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
All right, peace.
All right, bro.
I mean, Joe, the last time I did a video on you, because it was classic, man. It was classic. And I'm not going to do a video on this one because even though this is a classic circumstance, classic case, you couldn't get any more classic than this. And basically, a lot of guys, even in their 40s and 50s, hide this. In other words, they're protective of women because they're so protective of their mamas. Just what Valdez was just saying this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying this. How come maggles get on and jump on in protection of women, even the ones that they don't know, because they're trying to protect their mama, because they think that men that their father or other men have done their mama wrong.
And you need to remember, again, like was said a second ago, that nagging feeling in your gut that you're somehow being an asshole when you listen to your dad said what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Really, what was animating that was your dad acting without her permission.
Doing what he want to do and shit. Oh, man.
Do you see how that feels and why you need to get the hell away from that shit?
Yeah,
whether you want to or not, once a woman that fits your criteria starts acting within that energy, she will have that as a tool to emotionally manipulate you, and you won't even realize it.
Say you and your girl break up. Say you have a kid, man. Have a couple of kids, 1 or 2 kids, and you and your girl break up, and you're separated from your kids. Your kids will come to you with the same goddamn thing, taking their mama's side, because that's the way shit works.
BGS, my own brother is going through exactly what you just said, being called a deadbeat, even though she was the one that literally will call the police on him to get him locked up so he can't go to his work.
Yep.
And then my mom has to go in and spend money to bail him out so he can go to work to go deal with this. And we're not making this up.
See what I'm saying, bro? Shit like that, bro. That's fucked up.
One time.
Joe, did you see how strong that resonated with you?
Yeah.
And I don't know you. You don't know me, like personally, but we're having the same experiences. It's because we're getting the same conditioning.
Yeah,
this is why we have the red pill.
I'm gonna say something to you that my brother said to me when he turned 30. He said he finally realized that his mother was a woman masquerading as his mama.
Wow, that's powerful.
Damn.
She's a woman first and your mama second.
There's a very important part of initiation into manhood that involves the boy getting rid of and transcending the divine feminine principle represented by the mother. It's not that she's being disregarded. It's not that she's being attacked. It's that the deity becomes human.
Mm-hmm.
That's what needs to happen for you. That's the stage that you're missing. And maybe you've gone into some areas where you've got to pit yourself as who you are against the world, and you've experienced a moderate level of success. If you can get rid of this umbilical cord that's holding you back, your freedom of movement would quadruple at minimum.
Exactly.
This is holding you back, and you know it's holding you back, but you believe somehow you can't cut this bit of cancer out without losing something critical to who you are, and that's just not true. Because every step that you've taken to get to where you're at right now, you did not because of her, but in spite of her. And this is what we talk about all the time in the Sphere family. You know, this is the same conditioning you're dealing with is literally the issue with Black women as an aggregate. That's why it's so important you deal with it where it matters most, which is right there in front of your own face in your real life. Otherwise, the red pill is worthless. Trust me.
Okay, so let me ask this. Okay. Yeah, saying like I should try to distance myself or cut off or whatever, but how would I go about doing something like that? Because that's like extreme to me. Like I get what y'all saying about doing my own shit is like
slow fade,
not
brother.
You know,
slow fade. Here you go. There's something we use at work all the time. It's like, how do you eat a whale?
One piece at a time, fam.
Small bites. Yeah, piece at a time.
Okay, so it's the same way with this shit. Trust and believe that you are in a cycle. It's a family cycle. You are part of that dysfunctional fucking machine. When you start to slow fade out of that shit, motherfuckers is going to try to bring you back into that fold. It's going to be your aunties and everybody else. But look at who's coming to you. Look who's coming at you. It's not going to be dudes. It's probably going to be a bunch of women coming at you. No, you can't do that to your mama, because they see that as a reflection of themselves. They don't want people to walk away from them when they're doing some fucked up shit either. They want people to stay there and deal with that shit and protect them through all their bullshit. That's a child, a young girl looking for a daddy figure. That's what the fuck that is. You got to get away from that shit. Stop calling so goddamn much. Live your goddamn life.
And tell your
live your life.
Sister to stop calling you about it.
See, if you let them know, you draw that line in the sand about what you do not want to hear from them, what you don't want to hear about this shit and what you're doing, you will see a change. The further you take those steps in that direction, the more change will fucking happen. One day at a time, one issue at a fucking time. It will fucking happen. You can do that shit. Every man I think on this panel has had to do that shit. Every one of them.
There ain't no way in the world, Joe. Ain't no way in the world. And this ain't a diss to you because I don't know, but I'm assuming. There ain't no way in the world you talk to your class right now. You got too much shit on your plate. You move what you do if you get busy. Even at the expense of your girl. The question is, are you willing to lose your girl for your freedom?
Yeah. That's it. I can do that. They ain't tripping off that. This always enough.
Example. Listen, when I went through and finally got red pill, what BGS and them just said to you about the only way I was able to combat that poison that my ex was putting in my children, is I could never lie to them ever again. No, I never lied.
Facts.
To him. I never lied to him before, but I mean,
that's why I don't.
I can't ever lie to them. But till this day, I can tell my children, they 14 and 10. Have I ever lied to you? No, you haven't. Told them about my infidelity. There was no detail. Told them I stepped out on their mama, right? Everything. I made myself look like the bad guy. She ain't got no smoke. She can't say no shit. She can't do that. The only two things I do to my children is I never lie to them, and then when they with me, they get really successful when they come around her. So when Art is them these guys are telling you to get from around her, I know that's the truth. The truth is you ain't not your own. You're afraid to stand on your own truth. You will fall.
Joe DC.
But you will get up.
Facts,
Joe
Michael.
DC.
Say that again.
Joe DC.
It looked like he dropped off, but I wanted to answer his question.
Oh, absolutely, family. Go ahead.
Well, I wish he was still up here because I wanted to ask him, where did he live? Because there's two ways that he can go about. I think his question was, how does he go about doing that? And it's two ways that he can go about doing that. One, depending on what his job is, he can get okay. Good, he's back up.
Yeah.
Okay. To answer
yeah, my fault. My bad, job. My bad.
That's cool. To answer your question, I'll try to be as brief as I can. To answer your question, how do you do that? I think I heard you say that you don't have any problem leaving your girl, and I don't know if you have any children.
No, nope, not
Okay,
yet.
okay. There are two ways you can go about doing this. One is that you can start looking for you. What type of work do you do?
Just right now I'm just working full time at a little plant or whatever, and trying to get my shit right for school and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then in that brings me to my second one because it doesn't sound like that you have any
I don't have nothing holding me back, nothing at all.
Well,
nothing at all.
You don't have any you're not anchored into a career, right? Into a career path.
Not yet.
Exactly.
No, not yet.
So what I would encourage you to do, okay, what I would encourage you to do is either go to the military and don't do basic training in your state. Get the hell away. Okay, that's an easy way to do it. If you don't have any felonies or anything like that, any city fines or anything like that, go to the military. Okay, go. Or you can apply for apply to go to school. I don't know what your grades look like, but
decent 3.3.
They're already in college.
You should be able to go to pretty much any school that you want. So you should be applying for these schools.
Already in.
What school you go to? I mean, I'm sorry. So you go to school in state.
Mm-hmm.
Apply for see if you can transfer out of state.
Man, that tuition gonna be a bitch.
Well, apply for scholarships.
Freedom costs, man.
Apply for scholarships. I said I was fortunate. I had some before I went to the military. I went to Wichita on a track scholarship, so I was able to leave when I was 17. I was gone.
Damn.
I ain't look back.
For real? See that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what I meant. Okay, let me ask that. When you left and you said you never looked back, was you was already looking forward to leave, or you just was like, shit, I got to worry about myself and just get the fuck up out of Dodge?
Well, for me, it was a little bit different. I came up in foster care. I didn't know I know who my mother is. I don't know my father, so it was really easy for me to go. I was ready to go.
Okay.
I had a badass attitude, and I always wanted to fight and all this type of shit. So
bro, you be mad at the world.
I know that, and that's another reason why. Because I kind of suspected something. That was one of the reasons why I was saying you need to either. My first thing was saying if you got your foot in a career, apply into another county, get out of your county, get out of your state. But
okay,
if you're anything like me, your best bet is to go to the military because I can tell you what's going to happen, man. When I left St. Louis and I got on that scholarship, I didn't know how to deal with racism, man. I didn't know how to deal with it. I've never been around so many white folks, and all I want to do is beat the shit out of everybody. So when I went to the Army, it was the best thing. And my first 2 years after basic and AIT and jump school and all that shit, I went to Germany. Spent 2 years in Germany. It's the best thing for me, man. Now I don't recommend that all black guys go to the military. If you got some educational things And I'll be honest with you, man, with that GPA, you might be able to profit you some scholarships, man. That shit is out there for you. But hey, if you know yourself better than anybody, I mean, when you lay down in the bed at night, you know what you about, you know what you're capable of. And if you know you thought that college is really not going to be for you, if you haven't really developed the discipline, stamina, and all of that that you know that you're going to need, because when you go to school, when you go to college, when you're in college, you're not going to get baby. Mommy and daddy's not going to be there. None of that.
Oh no, not at all. Nope. Professors don't give a fuck about none of them excuses.
Exactly. They give you your syllabus at the beginning of the semester, and that's it. So maybe
straight like that,
man. Go and look. I recommend it. You still got your good grades in school. They'll pay for your college. You know, I mean, there's a lot of different avenues you can go, but definitely for a young brother like yourself, dude, you got to get your manhood up. You got to get your discipline reservoir up. You got to get your and I have to go back to the discipline reservoir. I can't stress that enough. Being disciplined, disciplined with your repetitiveness, get up at a certain time of the day, and all that type of stuff. That type of thing, man, is going to take you a long way, and you're not going to do that if you're always thinking about mommy. So that would be my answer for you, man. If you can keep your attitude down in school and really deal and parlay that 3.5, I had a 3.7. And I still couldn't parlay my goddamn attitude. I just couldn't. I was angry about all kinds of stuff. So the military was a saving grace for me. Yeah, and it may be for you.
I would tell Joe got
you got to get out. You got to get out of there, man. Quick.
How much time you got left for school, man?
Say it one more time.
How much time you got left for school?
Another probably. Right now, I'm looking at 2 semesters.
2 semesters, and you done?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can go into the military as an officer, man.
Exactly. And with that GPA,
but I thought you had to take the ASVAB or something like that.
Yeah, you got to take the ASVAB. Everybody has to take the ASVAB. I took it in high school, man. I went to a military high school.
You could take that.
Fam, going in commission is probably one of the best choices you will ever make if you remotely consider going into the military. I was in the Air Force, and personally, you know, they call it the thinking branch and all of that. Even with my ASVAB score, they couldn't pay me to go back in there unless I went in commission. But it will literally give you the building blocks you need to have a solid set of government benefits that you could put towards retirement. It'll give you an additional education stipend. You'll have access to the TSP. Depending on what job you get, it's generally going to be related to the degree you get, especially if your ASVAB scores match that, which you've got plenty of opportunities to take it. You can come out of the military and go into government contract work and continue those benefits. It just gives you so much agency to do a laundry list of things.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now, Joe.
The key to many doors.
I'm gonna say these 2 points. There's a dude in the Ace. I think it's Ace Dark. Dark Ace made a good point. Don't tell your mama. And then Uncle Buck made a good point. He said, don't get that girl pregnant. Let me tell you, there's 2 regrets I have in my life. There's only 2 regrets I have in my life. The first regret I told my son is the only regret I have with him is not that I had you, but I just had you too soon. So I couldn't be there. So that's my first regret. My second regret is I didn't go in the military, man. If you go in as an officer, bro, like Nam was talking about, you go in the Air Force as an officer, man, your ticket's written, dude. Your ticket's written. They will do their damnedest to bend over backwards to get you where you need to go.
Yeah, and going there and going at a tech field. I was an NCO in the military in the Army. So, but if you go to the Air Force, that's more of a tech. So, getting one of those tech fields, man, with that GPA that you got, you should have the aptitude to do it. So,
you're going for business, am I correct? Your degree? Yeah. See.
Yes, sir.
You going for?
I would recommend you going as going and get one of them tech jobs, because Air Force, man, is full of tech. It's full of tech, man. Go and get one.
And then it broadens your, like my homeboy Jamari on there. He like me and him don't talk often or whatever, but like every now and then we do. He just tell me like he get to see so much shit that, you know what I mean. He get exposed to so many like different cultures and different environments. You know what I mean? Like he just was like, that whole experience is just better than being like stuck in, you know what I'm saying, in Missouri or whatever. He was just like, it's
Joe,
so much shit out there.
I will tell you, like I told my son and my daughter when they were growing up, love them to death, but get the hell away from here. Get the hell away from here as quick as you can. Wherever you at, you need to be gone. You're 21 years old. You need to be gone already. You should be gone and seeing the world already. So if you can make a move like that, make a move like that. Don't let nobody talk you out of that shit.
Hey man, you could literally be 25. Like you just say you did 4 years. I ain't gonna you back me up if I'm incorrect. You literally could be 25, come out the military, do your 4 years, already own, and then go buy you a home and have your GI Bill if you want to go back and get your master's degree.
Exactly, Michael.
Man, that's crazy.
That's one of my regrets. I should have went to the military, and I let people talk me out of it.
You would have been set up like a 40-year-old man at the age of 26.
Real talk, even if you went into the Air Force and you just did personnel, the fact of the matter is you still have access to what's called CLEPing. It's essentially something that allows you to take the final exam of various courses and you get full college credit for it. You also still get access. Oh yeah, you still get access to all of those other benefits we were talking about, like the GI Bill and the TSP, which is a retirement program where you pay a percentage of your check, generally up to 4%, and the government matches that. So all of that is money you can borrow against, like an equity loan. You can save it as a 401k. You can invest it in the stock market. Just
basically, you saying the Army is your lottery ticket to doing what the fuck you need to do that.
Well, military in general,
military
Air Force
service.
in particular, right?
Yeah.
Military service in general, Air Force in particular. If you can.
If you did Air Force, this is just me talking. If you did Air Force, you can get winning as an officer, did your 4 years. Dude, you're dealing with multi. So as a black man, you know me being, you ain't got to worry about going to get no loans or business because you have access to it. And on top of that, you've been dealing with multi-million-dollar technology.
Man.
And you only 26 years old coming out the military as a fucking officer. Or if you decide to stay in another 4 years and do 8, so what? It's your choice.
And then more importantly, those programs are going to stick with you. You got to remember how hard that's going to aggregate in your favor as time goes on. And we don't know what the end result of these sweeping policies that end up going down because of the coronavirus or what automation might bring in. If you've already got these guaranteed government protected things going in your favor, you know, that's just an additional layer for your various streams of income you can tap into. And that could be just the freedom of movement you need to either get into STEM or get into creating your own line of work that you do for yourself, whether it be via intellectual property or getting involved in property ownership or whatever. You know, the doors are wide open for you. The point is, you're not tying this back to the original point. Do not tie your definition of manhood based on her obligation you feel you have towards her.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Putting a cape on and running to the rescue.
That's the whole point of getting away. And you know, I know I'm a little biased, but I would always recommend STEM because I'm in STEM now, and you know, I'm a sysadmin, so I always recommend that.
And
man.
I honestly,
I always recommend.
I'm gonna be honest too, like what y'all saying, like it make perfect sense because it's like if I'm far away to the point where I can't even do nothing anyway, I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna lose that. Cause I know y'all want me, y'all telling me for the, you know what I'm saying, for the well-being of myself and stuff. But I'm gonna explain to you, like,
guess what happened though, Joe? If you far away, let me finish. Let me finish. This is what'll happen. If you're far away and she knows she can't call and cry on your shoulder about that shit, guess what she'll do? She'll self-regulate. She'll regulate that shit out. She know ain't nobody coming to help. And she'll figure it the fuck out. The same way you'd have to do if you was being abusive to her and she called the cops on you and had you sleeping on the streets. She would wait for you to figure it the fuck out. So she gonna have to do the same thing, grown or not.
Oh, and look, if you do choose the military, and here's a piece of advice, a good piece of advice. It's something I didn't take when I. Here's a good piece of advice, man. If you go to military, right, which I think that you should. Man, when you get out of basic training and AIT, or if you go to the Air Force, I don't know what they would call it.
Tech school, same
tech
thing.
School and all of that. Do not, and I repeat this, Do not send your money home to your mother.
Oh my God! Don't do
Any
that.
of your people. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Gotcha.
A lot of brothers do that, man. Cause they're like, well, I'm in basic training. I'm not really using the money that much. I don't need that much, and they send that money home, and folks don't do
That
that.
happened to my uncle. He said he got I don't know how much the pay grade was, but he said he got like somewhere around like 2,000 a month or whatever. And he had got it to where he could send like I think it was $1,200 to my before my granny passed, like send her $1,200 like every month out of his
In the
I
military,
guess you can call it like stipend or paycheck or whatever.
No, they call it an allotment. That's what they call it. They call it an allotment.
An allotment.
Yeah, they call it an allotment. Well, basically, you can set some money to go anywhere wherever you need to go, either with bills or another person or anything. They call it an allotment. I don't know what they call it now, but I'm pretty sure they still call it an allotment. You know, but don't.
And I'm gonna tell you,
you get to when they're gonna open up a military bank account, and or when one of those armed forces bank account that's backed by the armed forces. Keep that. Don't do nothing with it. Let your money sit up in there and just don't do nothing with it. So when you get out of basic,
I'm gonna tell you,
and all of that, you'll have you some money to sit on. You're gonna be in the barracks, so don't be trying to waste your money on cars. None of that shit, man. Just save your money.
my uncle, he went through like this. He went through some stuff like, okay, after my granny, you know what I mean, passed away or whatever. My uncle was in I think he was in the army for like 25, 30 years or whatever. He got like like little plaques and stuff, and this my auntie kind of screwed him over or whatever. She I guess it was like when he retired or whatever. She you know what I'm saying, divorced him and shit, and like I guess start getting his money or whatever. He I love my uncle to death, but he like a bitter old man. He hate fucking women. Like he just hate the idea of them. Like, cause he always telling me stories about like, yo, auntie wasn't shit. She took all this fucking money from me. I still got to pay this bitch to this day and all this type. You know what I'm saying? Like to this day and all this shit. And I guess whatever type of setup he had with his retirement from them or whatever, or the money he got up to that point, she getting a piece of that like every month, still to this. And it's been like he been retired. My uncle been retired from the army for like 10, 15 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she just still getting a piece of that shit. He mad at the work. He said that's his biggest regret is getting married.
Getting married in the military is the worst thing that you can do. Another thing that you have to worry about when you're in the military. I know when I was in the army, man, women come very, very
Jodies.
They come easy. They throw themselves at you. So I was really good about and disciplined enough to really not allow myself to be trapped in that. Oh, I had my women, and I'm sure you would too. But you got to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. I implore you, dude, unless you're talking about being in the military for 20, 30 years, if you're going to be a short timer, 10 years or less, dude, wait till you get out, man.
And what my man's talking about right here, Joe, that love you have, if you set up everything like he's talking about, now that love you have towards your mama, that's supposed to go towards your children.
Yeah.
You're supposed to set yourself up. No, see, the reason I bring up the military to you as a credible option, and I would definitely back these guys, because I'm willing to put my son up for that. Him and I talk about that. He's 14. He's a corporate, and I told him, I said, man, you can go into the military, man, with that. Oh, I didn't know you could do stuff with that, man. They got all kind of good toys and shit you can play with, right? Man, I told my son, you don't get married till you're 35.
That's right. I didn't have my first child until I was 35. I ain't have my first child until I was 35, man.
Then you pick the best woman. Your testosterone levels drop just a little bit, so you can pick the best woman for you. I said, everything you need set up. You have an income.
This time in your life is when you are really building your foundation, stacking your pennies, stacking your dollars, keeping your credit right. Don't be having no damn kids right now. Look, man, right now and I tell all brothers your age, dude, this is not the time to be getting married. This is not the time to be having kids. This is not the time for it, man. Maybe for a woman your age, yeah, but for a man your age, no, bro.
Oh hell no, that ain't even an option for me no more. Cause all the stuff I watch with y'all, that ain't even an option no more.
No, this is not the time, man. You need to stack yourself And the more you get yourself founded in your finances and all of that, dude, man, when you come out the military, you're gonna be set, man. You're gonna be set. You're gonna be a boss.
And here's how you want to look at it, fam. At the end of the day, you recognize that in a sense, you're the successful one in your family.
Exactly.
So with that being said, there's going to be an automatic level of reliance people are going to have on you. Let me put it to you like this. When you can stop working with power on a scalar level and you making enough and you're secure enough to where the things that you have going on passively can quote help because you've helped yourself, you'll be able to do those things you really want to do in the back of your mind so much easier without it hindering your success or causing people to be dependent on you. You know, that's what it means to be able to help others by helping yourself. And right now, your mother is not being conducive to that situation whatsoever. And any woman in general that's going to be in your life should be conducive to that, period. And if she's not, you need to get her out that program. You need to get away from her. You need to remove her. And that's how you need to see it. Because ultimately down the line, these things you're worried about are her agency. Again, you are not her handler. She is a grown adult with her own agency, and she needs to be treated like that and deal with those consequences the same way. Because you not only had to, this is the only way you're going to be able to reliably enforce that with other women you come across. Because the truth is, you haven't come across that trick that's going to treat you like your mama would when she's gotten comfortable enough with you. And please believe, sometimes it could take a few months, a year, 2 years. Every one of us on this panel has either known or been through that exact same scenario.
Yep, and the main way you keep, here's my motivational drive for it, and this is what I tell my son. Him and I miss our time hanging out because we genuinely like each other, we like to hang out and do the same kind of some of the same stuff, right? What I tell my son is we don't make no decisions, and I don't make no decisions. As a 38-year-old man, I just had my birthday this month as well. I don't make no decision that's going to take away from him. You have to have that mindset at 14. You have to have that mindset at your age of 21. Anything I do is going to take away from my children. You think you love your mom. You think you do. You think you love your girl. You will most certainly, most definitely love that child.
Yeah. 15 more minutes, guys.
I'm telling you, that's going to be your heart outside your body walking around, tearing your shit up. And you won't want to pour everything you got into that child. I wish I had more to pour into my son. That's how much love I got. Now, I make a very good living. You follow me? That still don't mean I want to give him more. If I had done what Nameless and Perfect Black is talking about when I was young and just built in my 20s, man, I'd have been gone, especially with my work ethic.
These are your most productive years. Time is now when you have the most natural energy.
Yep.
So you have the most natural energy now, and right now, man, look, you're gonna have women. I hate to say it, including your mother, who's going to want to sap that energy, and that's why you got to get away from them and develop your own program. And when you come back to your community, they're gonna be looking to you for answers. Right now, even to this very day, there's some people in my family can't stand me, but they always call me for answers because they know I got them. Always. They're gonna be doing you just like that. I'm telling you. You leave and then come back years later, they're gonna be looking to you for answers. They're gonna see the platform that you want. See, now people got to come to you on your program. Women got to come to you on your program. You ain't got to worry about going to go get you a woman. They're gonna be coming to you. You ain't got to worry about, man, I can't go get no woman. Man, they're going to come to you, man. Trust me. Trust me, they're going to come to you. Somebody died. Somebody got an echo.
Yeah, like a fan or something. But like this the thing. Like I'm gonna tell you how I was thinking. Like before I literally start watching y'all videos as far as this type of topic is concerned, I always kind of assume like I can't stand maggots. I hate them motherfuckers to death. But I never, like, as far as like my own mom, I never thought I had that mindset until y'all just, you know what I mean? Just was elaborating on it and just kind of beat my head against a wall until I kind of understood it. Cause all the shit I be saying about the MAGA niggas, like I was literally in that same dumbass, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I gotta come to the rescue type of mindset, protect at all costs type of shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, it's when you thinking about a regular girl or whatever, like even my girlfriend is like, okay, you can say, you know what I'm saying? Forget that shit. But it's like when my mom is like, oh, I can't say forget it. You know what I mean? Like even when y'all was saying the stuff y'all was saying, it made like, man, I was getting pissed. Like I was getting pissed, and I know this sounds dumb, whatever, but I was literally getting pissed, and I didn't realize till y'all was just checking me about this shit. Like I swear, I wasn't even thinking like what they saying is like true. I was just like, man, fuck what they talking about. But it's like, it's the fucking truth. Like it's like a protective instinct, like just come out of me when anything concerning my mama, and like y'all said, I gotta let that shit go. It's just I gotta
bathe in it every day. There's a bathe in it. There's a Bible verse like Amen said, "No, all God's gonna believe us." Paul says, "I die daily," meaning your flesh, that old way of thinking. Red pill.
Man,
every fucking day, man. Content.
That is crazy. Oh my god, bruh.
Every day. You listen to it every day. That's what
You're just young, man.
Just young.
That's all. You just young. Everybody on this panel has been through it at one time or another. I mean, you're just young, man. We're just telling you, you know, we're telling not to do something stupid before you get to that realization. You're gonna come to that point. Whether you're 25 or 30, you're gonna come to that point. You're gonna realize, oh fuck, I was dumb as hell. It's not that you're dumb. You have to check off your old programming. That's all it is.
Well, all we try to do is say making as many mistakes. You literally have a shot. By the end of 2020,
I sure appreciate y'all, man, because
2020 you will have a freaking degree in business, a bachelor's degree. You can walk your ass into the military beginning in January 2021. Do your
butterball.
Years, and you will be set for life. And just allow the military to do its process on you. And that's it.
Gotcha.
The word will be your oyster, man. The word will be your oyster. So long as you keep yourself, you keep your own counsel at least away from your family, and be out there and get to and find who you are and develop your own program. That is the essence of being a man. That is the essence.
Work on your own time and do what the fuck you want to do, regardless of how everybody else feel about it.
And I can tell you, man, like I said, I've been on my own since I was 16, 17. And I've had some bad times. But you know what? The one thing that's been a constant is I've been on my own. I've always been able to call my own shots. It ain't no bigger freedom than that, man. It ain't no bigger freedom. I've had apartments, man, where the lights been turned out. But you know what? It's mine. I can come and go anytime I please.
It's your own thing. Something you can call mine.
That's right. It ain't, I mean, now I'm in a ascending career. So I'm still going up. So you're going to have your downs, man, but get out there and do it yourself. And that's just, and don't give a damn about what mama or anybody else say. That's why it's another reason why you get away from them, to get those voices out of your head.
Yeah, because it's
so long as they're in your head, they're gonna pollute any idea that begins to bud. They're gonna nip it.
If they can't siphon off, if they can't
siphon off of it, they're gonna nip it.
They're gonna nip it.
And that's family, bro. I love my family, but they tried it with me. A couple of good ideas that I could have been, man, the type of money that I could have been making had I not allowed family to nip stuff in the bud. I'm telling you, that's another reason why I coach and I mentor boys, in particular Black boys within the community here on the South Side, because I see what the problem is. I see that Black male, not just the image, but Black men are under attack, man. Black men are under attack. Serious attack. You just don't know. You may not be able to see it now, but when you get out there, that's another thing when you get out there, you are going to see just how much you as a species is hated.
And that
you're gonna do
now
one focus or fold. One or two things to fold.
I know we got to keep this brief because we ain't got that long, but why? Because like I see some, like I know I got my situation or whatever, but like, you got some dude my age, some of these like what they call them joggers and one of these damn purse bags and all that like goofy stuff. Like, why? My question is why are we so? My first question: why the fuck are we so hated by our own? And the second question is like, why when we try to advance and do better, like y'all said, when we try to advance and do better, y'all said if somebody can't siphon off us, they want to nip that shit in the bud. But why? Like why is it such a problem for a black man to want to do better? Like why motherfuckers hate that so much?
Because they want to keep you in your place.
Yes.
You have a place and they want to keep you in it. If they can't keep you in it, they don't have a stool to step on or someplace to sit. You know.
Well, it's according. Let me rephrase that if you don't mind, BGS.
Go ahead.
They're trying to keep you in the place that they want you to be. Your natural place ain't that. That's why we're telling you this stuff. Your natural place ain't at the bottom.
Your natural place is at the head.
Your natural place is at the head, man. Meaning, if you were just free will and no motherfucker was actively trying to attack you, and then you ain't got no woman at home actually sabotaging your shit, nigga, you would just rise to the top. Normally, it wouldn't even be like you thinking about it. The beautiful thing about this coronavirus is everybody going to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. We're going to see if you can do that now. Everybody. I don't care what demographic you are. I don't care what gender you are. You got to fucking pull yourself up. This virus literally finna make everybody a nigga. Let's see if you can handle it now. See if you can pull yourself up. You naturally have it in you to do the things that you need to do. Even with this virus going on, you still can walk your ass into a fucking prosperous livelihood by the age of 35, dude. A dude like you with a business going around and being environment the best technology in the world, by the time you're 35, you should be a millionaire, man. And I'm not talking about no hoping like that fake shit you see on Instagram. I hope and pray everybody becomes a billionaire. No, nigga, I'm talking about actively putting the steps into place
to make it happen.
To make that shit happen. To see a hole and go, man, if I make this little widget, or hey, man, if I make this little app to streamline this process, I can sell this to the military. Boom, I'm done. Go sit your ass down for life. My aunt knows three women that created some small medical devices. Patent that shit. That shit's up in the hospital. Man. Lady sitting around like a fat cat making $1 million a year.
Man.
Shit like that. Just going into it and immersing yourself into your expertise. Business and tech. As soon as you got to military, you're too invaluable, man.
Your mother don't want you in spaces like this.
Because she can't control you. And that's what this boils down to. You will be, I think Anger Man made a good point when he was talking about him being a patriarch of his family. When he made, I forgot what, he said something about the Godfather. It don't matter what decision you make, you don't always mess up with somebody. But at least you get to be the man to make the decision. Your uncle's pissed off.
And
your uncle's pissed off because he allowed somebody else to make the decision for him. It's a difference when you have ups and downs when they're your decisions. Because you can do a lot better. You follow me? I can deal with all my lows now because I'm the one making the decisions.
Yeah.
Pull my stuff back up. Just saying, man.
But and that he like it's just amazing, like because I know y'all talk about this all the time, but it's just like we talk about my auntie is like the way that she worked her way into, like, I guess, you know what I'm saying, to finesse him. What I would say, it's like she was with him because she got one when they was in high school or whatever, right? And they had waited like 6-7 years, you know, because he went to the army straight out of high school with them before they got married and stuff. And they stayed married for about they literally actually stayed married until like right when he retired. Like, I ain't gonna say right when he retired, but like a month or two after he retired.
Yep.
It was a wrap.
Yep.
It was a wrap.
She was in.
And I was just thinking, like, how you stand with him while he fucking gone, but when he come back home, you just saying fuck him. Like, that's fucked up.
Because he's home. Okay. She don't want to be around him when he's home. She's there for a reason.
Man.
When he ain't there, when that reason goes away, then she's not with him no more. But that's how it is.
That is sad, man.
Chance you take. But anyway, closing thoughts, folks.
No, my closing thought is this whole thing, this whole coronavirus, or what's going on right now. All these mechanisms that was holding you in place, they're not going to be there no more, man.
You right.
Anger Man said, and B just put out that video talking about white supremacy is there. What France gonna do now? Now they can't get no natural resources from Africa. They're really gonna collapse. You follow me? All these mega, all you have to do is keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, knock out your degree in the next 2 months. Don't get that girl pregnant. Walk your ass right into the military. Let them cry. Let them do all that goofy ass shit. Don't tell your mama. Don't tell nobody else.
Yeah.
Don't sign them goddamn papers. And then this is how you tell your girl. You come home and tell them. You don't tell your girl, hey, I'm thinking about going to the military. You come home one day and say, hey, I just signed up to go to the military.
Okay.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Nope, already signed up. Done.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
When you go to Melk, make that be the last time you talk to her.
It's a wrap. Do you hear me? And don't
yes, sir.
Don't sleep with her without no condom on. None of that goofy ass shit too, because she's gonna try to keep you. I'm not saying this.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that what she will do is nothing wrong because she sees value in you. You just ain't matured and blossomed to what the fuck you are yet. And you ain't up with a goddamn sprout. You ain't got no fruit on you yet, man. You follow me? But
yes, sir.
You can have some good ass fruit by the time you get 26. You can go back and save her as if that's what you truly want to do. But she can't ever put you in that position. Always
to where she take the decision away from.
Exactly. You can always go back and dump her, and 4 years later come back and get her ass if you really love her like that.
Okay.
She ain't got no kids.
Because she ain't got no kids. Just tell her don't ever get pregnant by no nigga.
Okay.
The only reason I'm telling you to work because my pops was in the military and told my mama to go sit down and wait for him, and that's what she did.
So I sure appreciate y'all help, man. Hopefully I can, I guess, deprogram from this fucking protection mechanism, whatever you want to call it. Like
the deprogramming process is not that you trying to act like you're doing it. You don't do it. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
You just follow the process, meaning you red pill every day. You ask these dudes in these space questions. You got Nameless, you got Charles, and I think there's another dude. You got Perfect Blackness, and there's another guy here that was in the military. You hit their email up on the low. You get their emails, and you hit them up.
Okay.
You keep
no problem, man.
Down, man.
Yes, sir.
You have the ability.
Gotcha.
You have the ability to be something that I'm gonna make my son into. I promise you that. But you can beat him to that spot. Meaning, I can go, hey man, this dude right here named Joe, we was talking to this cat 5-10 years ago.
Saved my life.
Then you can go have your babies and children wherever the fuck you want to. Be a real patriarch. But we see value in your goal is for you to see value in it, man. That's the goal.
So,
see value in it.
And I got one more question, and this is it. I'm gonna keep it brief. How do it feel for all of y'all to be free and just do what the fuck y'all want? Like, how does it feel to not have the answer to nobody but yourselves? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all on your own time.
Make us feel that we should have did it sooner. That's what we're trying to tell you.
That's what we get. Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
The sense of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about real freedom, man. I'm talking about real freedom.
That freedom in itself gives you power to deal with anything.
Mm-hmm. Without having to clean up all the wreckage that we did in our 20s and 30s.
And here's the thing: ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing better than being free. You got your own money in your own place.
Yeah.
We had to struggle to get our shit.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that.
Anybody else for closing thoughts? Because we're at 3 hours now.
Yeah, I'll give closing thoughts. And mine's going to be brief. Look, it's discussions like this is what the manosphere is all about. Okay, and I defend it. You know, I wrote an article after that Mr. Fountain hit piece, and I felt a need to really write an article about the manosphere. This is what the manosphere is all about, right here. You know, older guys like us, mentoring and counseling guys like Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it gets loud and rowdy and all that, but you know what? That's what men are. That's what men are. I mean, you get men together, and that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, and I've been I finally got a chance to get on the panel with Angry Man and BGS. I've never had a chance to, especially BGS. I've been following for a number of years.
I
Never had a
appreciate
chance to get on. Right, I've never had a chance to get on the panel with you because my job and my community work has made that really really difficult. I always have to get it on the on the replay. But definitely, this is what the Manosphere is all about, right here. And you would never see this on the black female side, because we're not trying to compete with Joe. We're trying to make him better. We don't see Joe as a source of competition. We see him as someone to pick up to teach, so he himself can teach. Okay, so and this is what the Manosphere is all about. So Joe, look, my part and advice to you would be to keep the Manosphere in your ear. Okay,
Gotcha.
everywhere you go, keep it in your ear. You know, if you go
Yes,
to the
sir.
I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym every day. Well, I haven't been lately because of this coronavirus, but I'm in the gym every day. You go to the gym, man. Have that stuff and have the Manosphere in your ear. No matter what
Gotcha.
corner, man. It can be anybody's, man. Just have the Manosphere in your ear, and that right there, especially if you don't have another older guy when you're not around any other older guys, get on the Manosphere, man, and get some teaching, because they admire every day. I can let you.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
45 and I still learn. So I still learn from BGS all the time. So look, keep them in your ear, man. That's all I got.
Gotcha.
Great show, man. You guys have a good one, man. Peace out.
All right, you too, Mr. Mike. All right then, BGS. I appreciate you having me on the panel, OG.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hold up.
You got 1 minute, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, it's him. 18-year-old brother out here in the East Coast. Majoring in computer science, and so as I and by the way,
Your board getting bad, man. Your board getting really bad.
Really, hold up. Let me. Hear me now?
Yeah, real quick, man, because I'm getting ready to wrap it up.
So let me do real quick. My name is Ham. East Coast. You know, I've been following you for, and with this living and this brother, a lot of the information we'll be talking about and it's true. And even at my age, because like when for example, when I graduated high school, I graduated with a 4.0.
We only have a minute, man, because we're right at the end of the show. I just announced closing.
All right, okay.
So you got to make it quick.
Let me say one thing. I just want to say, I really appreciate the Manosphere. I really appreciate you guys, and I've learned a lot from the show. So yeah.
All right. Okay, man. Yeah, next time, man, we've been on for like 3 hours. Next time, jump in a little earlier, okay?
It's I just came back from work. That's why I'm moved.
Oh, okay. All right. This is not going to be an 8-hour stream tonight. It's just impromptu. It wasn't supposed to be this long. But anyway, y'all, I'm ready to bounce. So I appreciate you. So until next time.
All right.